Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys can hear and see me. Please get a thumbs up in the chat. We are trying a new StreamYard link. We're testing it out. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but I hope you guys can hear and see me. If you guys can put a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. I will be very interactive with you guys tonight, bringing people into the show to share stories, talk, all that good stuff. So let me see if I could work this magic here. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Shout out to my moms. Shout out to my stepmom, my two sisters. My youngest sister Sabrina is a new mom as of this past Friday. Shout out to her. Shout out to my daughter's moms. Love it, love it, love it. We can get a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Andre, Joe, Steve from Rideshare, Rodeo, Angelique. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to be trying something new. So I'm going to see how. What up, Petty Pedro? What up, what up? And you guys know when I wear the flower shirt, it's good vibes all day. It's been a great Sunday. I could talk about that all day, but you guys aren't here for that. So we will be bringing people in. We have topics. We have our 3 featured channels. We'll talk about that in a moment. We'll talk about my week that we had this week, what I'm looking forward to and what's going on this coming up week starting tomorrow. I will be doing some live Q&A as the night goes along, and we'll probably doing a live Uber Eats or Doordash, or possibly both, order to see how that goes, see how long it takes for our food to be delivered on a Mother's Day Sunday night. So I hope you guys are all well. Okay. Couple things to go over. Let's talk about the topics first. The topic of tonight's show, as you saw in the description, as you saw on the banner, this is the topic. Let me see if I can't pull it up for you guys here. Trying something new here, and if I like this, I will upgrade to like the premium StreamYard. If you guys are vibing with me, different camera angles, I'm gonna really try to give you guys some superior content. New mic coming. So the first topic of the night, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Worst delivery stories. Okay, we all have them. We have good ones. We have more good ones than bad ones. We have more normal ones than anything else. But what is? I want to hear from you guys now. I gave the channel members of the channel, shout out to all the channel members out there. Appreciate you guys and everybody else as well. An opportunity to come in. So I've sent some links in. You could, if I sent you a link, I can send more out. All you have to do is text the number that I'll put up on the screen. It's the number right behind me as well. And you can text in. I can send you a link and you can come in. I want to keep it to 5 minutes or below. Share a quick story. We can have a laugh. We could be mad about it. We could rant about it. We could talk about it. We could see if it's relatable, all that good stuff. So worst delivery stories is one topic. I also want to talk about why I'm being told drivers are actually taking $2 and $3 offers. I have a extreme opinion about this. Okay. And you got anybody that's new here, you know I'm extremely opinionated, and I try to give facts behind it because I want you guys to reach your goals quickly. And I believe 99.9% of the time we should never take these orders. I talk about it weekly, sometimes multiple times a week. But I am getting emails. I am getting comments in the comment section why people do take them. I even took a call a couple weeks ago from, I think his name was Brandon, cool guy out in North Carolina, why he takes it sometimes. So there are reasons, but we can talk about why you possibly do it, what I'm hearing from people. And I actually have a bag of clown noses I will be sending out to people. I purchased these myself. So if you're somebody that takes the $2, $3 orders and you think it's great, I'll send you one of these. I'll sign it for you if you want. I'll send it to you in the mail because listen, we can't do that. But I'll tell you why I'm hearing some of that. And the last topic is going to be kind of Mother's Day related. Share a Mother's Day story with us if you like. If you want to come in and stream our link, if you want to talk about it in the comments, that's fantastic as well. After all, today is Mother's Day. Shout out to all the moms out there. So we're going to keep most of the show is going to be about the stories. I want to hear from you guys. I want to be an interactive live tonight. I'll be in the live chat. I'll bring up some subscribers, some channel members, and you guys could be on live and be part of this community and be part of the show tonight. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. As you see, I can put some banners up. I got the logo. Where's it? Right there. The boy bet on you logo, which we have some merchandise. You guys can check that out as well. And obviously I can put in the show number. That's the number you want to text in right there. If you want to be part of the stream, I can send you a link and you can go ahead and come on in. I'll just share a quick disclaimer. If you come in and you start acting a fool, I'll just block you completely from the channel. What I mean by acting a fool is you come in and you're talking nonsense, you're being childish, you're cussing, you're here to troll. I will automatically block you from the channel 100%. If you come in with a different opinion, you will not be blocked. So that's what we got going on there. We will be doing a live order today. We'll be doing that as well later on, usually towards the end of the night. And as always, as you see the hashtag behind me, I have to redo that. But this hashtag basically says, no tip, no trip 2.0. We don't deliver to miserable human beings on this channel. Go to other channels that talk about delivering $2, $3 orders. You guys can go sing Kumbaya to each other, hold hands, and make yourself feel better. We don't do that here. You're welcome if you do that here, but I don't preach that. I think it's clown activities. I'll send you a nose in the mail. We don't do that here. We're actual gig workers that respect ourselves and our cars, and we deal with human beings that don't back tips out 100% of the time. I will send you a nose in the mail if you want to do those kind of orders. So without further ado, let's get into the chat. I've already rambled so much. Okay, let's put this bad boy back up. Mr.BetonYou's back in the building. So let's see who we have in the chat. Rodney, the Driven Dad, what up? We got Mega Mix. We got Jan. We got Diana, Joe Who. We got Kathy, Young G. We got Andre. We got Callie, Jay, Saved by Grace, Diana. We got Angelique. What up in the house? Solo. Dash and Grandpa, how are you? My Doordash Grandpa. We got Justin in the house. April, what up? What up? Mark, Marvin, Trice. We got Crazilla. We got Young G. We got D. We got Jacob. Mad Dash for Road Trip. Cass, what's up at Dash and Grandpas? He says. Brooke Sanford, what up? Appreciate you being a channel. We got Mark. We got Joe Who, Danny, Eric, what up? David. We got Andre, April, David, Rideshare Rodeo, what up? Steve, what up? Eric, what up? Everybody in the chat. Snack Ops Unit, what up? What up? What up? Appreciate that video you sent me, man. I think it was a TikTok. I don't do TikTok, but it was interesting. We have to definitely connect and collab on something. That would be cool. Matt Ben, SC, what up, Danny? What up, Ronnie? What up, Roberta? What up, Eric? What up, Danny? What up, Matt Dash? All right, I think we're caught up. Jerry, what up? What up? What up? I have a poll. You guys know I like to hear myself rant. I have a poll. You can go ahead and answer it. The question basically is, do clowns take $3 orders? Listen, if I offend you, listen, you got to understand it's part entertainment, but it's also part how I believe the app should be worked. So don't be offended by it. But do clowns take $3 orders? You guys can answer it. Have your voices heard. 117 answers already. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up on the way in as well. You guys know we like to get the thumbs up in here. All right, so let's go ahead and send out. You can text in this number here if you want a link to the channel. I think at about 9:30, maybe a little before, depending on what's going on, I will be bringing in some people. We'll keep it to 5 minutes or less if we can. Sharing a quick story. Text this number right here. I'll send you a link. Your worst or funniest, whatever. Delivery, DoorDash. Maybe it's on Instacart. It could be on Rodeo, Curry. It could be on Uber Eats. It could be a rideshare. Whatever. Your worst delivery or gig story, share it with us. Maybe we can have a laugh at your expense. I'm going to share a couple of mine first, and then we'll get into some of y'all's, okay? So go ahead and text that. That text line will be open all night. That's the number you want to text right there, okay? And let's see what we got here. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So let's go ahead and see. Okay. Another thing with this StreamYard, I can bring multiple people in. When I do interviews, I plan on doing a round table at some point with, this is what the round table will look like. It'll be myself, another seasoned driver, one or two brand new drivers. Okay. It would also be a customer, one customer that doesn't believe in tipping, one customer that thinks that usually tips, and then somebody that works in the industry. So I mean like a host, a cook, a server, somebody that works at the merchants that we do business with to get their perspective on their side. That will be coming. It's all TBD. I don't have a date on that, but I think that will be an interesting roundtable. Will be like a 2-hour live, probably do it on a Sunday, or maybe even a Wednesday, or not Wednesday, maybe even a Thursday. It will depend on availability. That might take some weeks or maybe even a month or two to plan out. But if we do it live here at the house, in the office, or we do it via StreamYard, which will probably be easier for most, the StreamYard will allow me to bring in up to 10 people. Also, let me know in the chat if this, we have a new mic coming, but then also I can upgrade and have different camera angles to where I could go, this is camera 1, an angle for camera 2, camera 3. When I'm doing interviews, if they're live here in the office, in the basement, I could zoom in and out and give you guys different angles just to make the experience, the viewing experience, maybe a little bit different. And for everybody that's listening out there, obviously that won't matter. But all right, let's get into the 3 featured channels, and then we'll get into a couple stories that I have for you guys. Okay, Mr. Flex, what up? What up? What up? So 3 featured channels. So the first channel is Rideshare Rodeo. It's behind me here. I'm also going to put it up for you guys. Okay, Rideshare Rodeo is the next channel that we're going to get to 1K. Okay, I think he's at 620 something, maybe 630. Only another 300 and let's say 80, 375 to go. Rideshare Rodeo's content is prime. You're not going to see ride-alongs on there. You're going to see a lot of news-related stories that independent contractors need to hear. So he's a channel that he's going to give you information that 98% of the gig community, gig tubers, are not going to give you. So if you're somebody that wants to be up to date with what you really need to know and be in the now, that's the channel to watch. If you want to get entertainment and you want to get a laugh, maybe you watch me or Nugs or Hannibal, right? But if you want to get the actual truth of what's happening, that's the number one channel to watch. There isn't a channel better for that type of content. You need to go subscribe. Steve from the Rideshare Rodeo. Second channel is one I just saw this week because, as you guys know, I'm opening up the apps and I'm doing more Instacart, and I'm actually kind of liking it. We might talk about that a little bit. But this is somebody that, the algorithm on YouTube is weird. But this is somebody's channel that I found that I thought was entertaining. Young KK Vlog. She does a lot of Instacart. She also does Doordash, but I've seen a lot of Instacart videos. She's got good vibes, funny, a lot of energy, really relatable content. Go check her out. Young KK Vlogs. She's not a really small channel. I think she's got 10 or 11,000 subscribers, but it's somebody that's new to me that if you're a shopper, especially, you might find her content interesting. Now, the last one is always one that is not gig related. I'm going to do a personal plug here. Okay. Many of you guys have seen the announcement we just posted on Wednesday. I've been talking about it. Me and my dear friend Hannibal have a podcast coming up June 8th. It'll be on all the podcatchers and all that. Hannibal will be the one setting that up. He's the mastermind behind the setup. Okay. But we're going to be talking about various topics, not gig related. Sometimes they might intertwine, but it's not going to be like this Sunday show. We'll be talking about things like fatherhood, sports, hip hop music, hot topics, the NBA playoffs, talking about things that are going on in entertainment, talking about fatherhood, about being what in the year 2022, what does being a father and a man look like now versus what it was when our fathers were dads? Like, we're going to be talking about things that interest us in the day-to-day life, our kids, like relationships, like all that kind of stuff. And it will be on YouTube. Clips will be on YouTube. Sometimes we'll go live, and it'll also be on audio podcast. So you can go and subscribe to the Pedro and Hannibal podcast. This is going to be a passion project him and I have really been talking about since the beginning of the year, actually since last December. We are super excited about it. It'll be a weekly deal, and I think we're going to offer you guys really good content about different things. So go check that out. Those are the three channels: Rideshare Rodeo, Young KK Vlogs, the Pedro and Hannibal podcast. So let's get the likes up in the building. I appreciate you guys. Hit the like on the way in. So those are the channels that we got in, and that's the number you want to text right there if you want to be part of the live stream tonight to talk about your worst or craziest delivery story. So I'm going to once again check the chat, and then I'll give you guys a little bit of mine. So we got Matthew in here. What up, Bud Soda? Bijou. We got our Cold Water. We got Rodney, Crazilla, D, all the usual suspects. Royce Critter Corn. What up, man? You changed the name of the channel. Interesting. I'm liking that, man. Hillbilly Vagabond. We got, appreciate that for putting the link into Steve's channel, Dash and Grandpa. We got Brian Johnson. We got Donna. And Brian, I believe, was somebody that's already reached out to me. I sent you a link, Brian. So as people come in, I can bring you in. I'll see you like in this little backroom deal. This is all new to me. We're going to do it together, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the story that I have. Okay. Now, you guys know I've done rideshare. So I'm going to give you a rideshare story and a food delivery story. So bear with me. I have many rideshare stories. I don't even know where to begin. I was thinking about it today and actually yesterday, like, which one can I share? I got some that would be a little spicy, right? And I got some that are very frustrating. Like, I can't believe that happened, right? So I'm going to share the first one with you. That's maybe a little bit of both. Picked up this couple. They were coming from like some kind of event, like a ball. It was like they were dancing. It wasn't a club though. It was like a big event, a place off Cherokee. It was like a dance hall there. Anyways, this was back, I would say, about a year and a half ago or so, plus minus a few weeks. So with Uber rideshare, any rideshare, you see the customer's name. So I see a young lady's name. Let's just say Katie. Guy gets in the car. Like, hey, Katie? Yeah, Katie. And that happens in rideshare. Like, you get drunk people, you get people, one person, they got 2, 3, 4, 5 people, whatever. There was 3 people on this one. Guy gets in the car. I can tell he'd been drinking. He's not rude in any way. It's like, yeah, Katie's coming. I'm like, all right, that's all cool. It's part of the rideshare, right? Girl gets in the car. Not Katie. Let's just call her Julia. Yeah. The guy's talking to the girl. They're kind of arguing about some stuff. Okay. Then Katie finally gets into the car, gets in, doesn't close the door. She's yelling, screaming with somebody. I could have dropped this, but I'm pretty patient with rideshare, especially at night. If I'm just trying to make money, like I try to be, sometimes with people like this, you can actually get really good tips and have great conversations. So I'm still feeling out the situation. Like, what's going on here? Should I cancel this? Should I tell them to get out? Should I be patient? At this point, I'm still being patient. We're about a minute in. She finally stops talking to who's there. She gets in the car, kind of slams the door, but not, she closes it hard, but not like in like an aggressive way, or like, she's just been drinking. I'm like, I'm going to get some drunk people home. It's all good. Or I'm taking them to another bar or whatever. So the guy that got in is continuing to argue with the girl in the back. They're not really loud, but they're having a disagreement. And I kind of hear what they're saying. I'm ear hustling, but I'm not really paying too much attention. They're not, a couple F-bombs here and there. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing that's out of the normal from rideshare. And all my rideshare people out there can relate. Hit the thumbs up for your boy. Okay. So finally, Katie starts to talk to me after she's trying to calm her friends down. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry. We're blah, blah, blah. We're going here. And they're dressed up. Like, they're not dressed up to go out. They're like dressed up in kind of like costume kind of stuff. Like, I wouldn't even know how to explain it. They were dressed up. It wasn't Halloween, but they were dressed up. Different kind of makeup. These were two, I would say these women were in their early 30s, very attractive women. And the guy was probably about my age, maybe a little bit older. Attractive guy as well. So the guy gets out of the car. He's like, I'm going to get another blah, 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 blah. She's like, you can leave. He closes the door. I'm like, all right, where am I taking these ladies? That's fine. He was kind of the headache anyway. Katie's like, oh, you could take us here, but I might get somebody else in the car. I'm like, all right, I'm going to wait another couple minutes, but then we got to get to where we got to go. She's like, all right, it's cool. You're a really cool guy, yeah. And she's trying to get on my side. It's all good. This is normal rideshare stuff. This is where it takes a twist. The guy tries to get back in the car. The first girl that got in the car, I think Julie is what we called her, or Julia. She starts cussing at him and starts throwing profanity out there. Starts really like profanity, dropping like N-bombs and this, like she's really going hard. At that point, I say, hey, if y'all gonna be like that, you gotta get out. Katie says, oh, I thought you was cool. We gotta be somewhere. Another Uber, they're gonna and then she's like, she's going off. Now she's coming at me. I say, hey y'all, if you guys sit in the car, I'll take you where you need to go, because I can see at this point, it's really close. They're going, it's a 5-6 mile ride. It's probably like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, if you guys are cool, get in the car, close the doors. I'll take you there. I want you to get there safe. I'm just trying to play the peacekeeper at this point, right? Katie's like, yeah, let's go. At this point, right at the point where she's like, yeah, guys, come on, let's go. The girl, Julie, is fighting the dude physically in the back seat. Like, they're kind of going at it. They're tussling. At that point, the car's still in park. I step out of my vehicle because I'm separating myself from any physical altercation, right? And I told the guy, you guys got to get out of the car. I ain't going to be the one that's calling the cops. I'm not that kind of dude. Just please step out of the vehicle. Like, I ain't having all that. You guys aren't fighting in my personal space. Katie comes around. So she's on the passenger side back. She comes around, crosses the front of the car, comes to me, and proceeds to hug and try to kiss me. Please take us where we need to go. At that point, listen, at this point in my life, I'm not a single man. She's intoxicated. I'm not trying to have any kind of problems. I say, hey, listen, I back up. I kind of walk. I'm like, you guys just got to go. You got to go. I had keys in my hand, like in my pocket. Nothing's in the car of value. They can't, I'm like, you guys just got to get out of here. Now, that's not the craziest even rideshare story I had, but I want to ask you guys, what do you do in that situation? You got a couple people fighting. They're dropping the N-word. They're dropping racial slurs. They're cussing. A girl comes around the front of the car, gives you a hug, and tries to kiss on you because she needs to get home and she realizes she wants me to take her there. Listen, I got plenty more, but that's a good rideshare one to start you guys off with. What would you guys do? Talk about it amongst yourselves in the chat. What would you do in that situation, right? Let's go ahead and check the comments out before I get into the food delivery one here. Okay, so that is insane. What happened, Steve? One of the things I got in is act like you're confident and always aware. Yeah, very true. World Star, yeah. Look, it wasn't quite World Star, but it would have gotten there. I think if I was a different kind of driver, because I remained pretty calm. I felt like I handled it the best that I could, because I'm a pretty forgiving rideshare driver. Like, I picked up drunk people and I get them where they go. I usually try to be cool, because if I match their aggression or match what they're doing, sometimes that can actually turn worse with drunk people. So I try to be the calm in the storm, and it's always worked for me. But yeah, I would never pick up people again. Yeah, I still pick up people. I don't mind. I don't do late night though. I won't do late night. I'll do during the daytime. That story is why I would never do rideshare. Hey, it is, but I don't feel ever scared with rideshare. There's been one situation where I thought, man, I probably shouldn't have taken these guys where I took them. But like I said, that's a nighttime deal. I think the nighttime is where the issues are for the most part. And I don't do nighttime rideshare. Never raise your voice or take sides. Yeah. It's with rideshare, things you should try to stay away from unless like politics, race stuff, police stuff. You could talk sports and things, but like there's certain topics you want to really controversial things because you never know, that conversation could go sideways. You can get a bad rating. They can report you, you know. But I've also been the rideshare guy that, hey, if they want to bump music in the car, like, and they're young and they're having a good time, let's have a little fun. Let's get there safe. Let's buckle our seatbelts. Like, I'm that rideshare guy as well. Many times people have asked me, go through the drive-thru, let's get some food. And like, I've done that. I'm a very chill rideshare guy, but I've made a lot of money and I get a lot of big tips on rideshare. You got to read your audience. And I'm pretty good at reading a crowd, reading an audience, reading a passenger. Worked in restaurants for 18 years. I could read a customer within the first 5 seconds of what that interaction is going to be like. I can measure their temperament. Are they mad? Are they upset? Do they just need to complain to get it off their chest? It's very, when you do it 1,000, 10,000 times, you become good at it. And so I use those same skills and I learned in a restaurant with managing people and customers that I do with rideshare. So only thing that worries me about the rideshare is where you get pulled over and they dump some drugs. I can't say I've never had a drug issue, but I can't say that I haven't. I've never had anything happen. But I've done rideshare, but I much prefer to do delivery. I think a lot of people do. But there's good money in rideshare. Rideshare Rodeo says rideshare conversation can go upside down quickly. Don't ever be one way, closed-minded with passengers. Even if you have to be flexible. Steve brings up a great point. He has 100 times more rides than me. You have to be flexible. You got to be a chameleon. You got to know your audience. You got to also understand you don't want to compromise like your integrity, but we are working for tips as well. It's a really weird balance in rideshare. It's a completely different ballgame than food delivery, right? Pedro is a 5-star man. I would not be able to keep it cool. Yeah, but I've been in way worse situations than that. So when I see something like that, I'm more annoyed. I'm not really scared or fearful. I'm just more like annoyed. Like, I'd rather just people be cool so I can make my money. Now they're wasting my time. You guys just got to go. And then I keep it, and they did. They got out the car. I didn't automatically jump to, I'm going to cops right now. You guys are, I didn't make a bad situation worse. Good rideshare drivers know how to not do that, right? Okay, so what up, Kevin Miller? Appreciate the $1.99. Hit the thumbs up on the way in. I can't even see how many likes we got, but I appreciate the thumbs up. And I sent links out. I don't think I see anybody in the break room yet. I did say 9:30. So if you guys want to start coming in, I'll bring some people in. I sent links out to the StreamYard if you want to join and share stories. I'd like to hear you guys' story. Get you guys on YouTube. So delivery story. I have a lot of delivery stories as well. Okay. And I'm actually going to think of one like in real time because there's so many. And I thought about the rideshare one and which one to pick. I think a lot of us, I've delivered to men and women where you open the door, they're kind of halfway clothed, kind of naked, kind of whatever. The craziest one I've had, I made a video about. This Chipotle order. I believe the name on the order was actually a woman. Her name was Laura. I can say that because I won't share the address. It's going to an apartment complex, Chipotle. Paying me $6 or $7. The mileage was kind of high, but I wanted to be in that area anyway. It was 2 or 3 in the afternoon. I took it. Go to Chipotle, order sitting there, grab it, boom, boom, boom. I'm filming this because I'm doing my ride along like I always do. Okay. And when I usually do the ride alongs as I'm filming, I film with my phone. As you guys know, I try not to show addresses or people like faces and anything. And sometimes I record as I'm going up and down stairs and opening doors. I've done this a million times on YouTube. So I get into the address, going up some steps, and I see a guy, no shirt on, standing in the threshold or whatever, right? He's standing in the doorway of the apartment. And I know that apartment, let's just say it's apartment 7. I know that that's on my left. And I know I'm delivering to, let's say, apartment 8. I know that one's going to be, based on how the apartment complex is, going to be on my right. So I'm walking up. I look up. He's on the right. He's at the apartment I was supposed to drop this off at. He has no shirt on. Gun in his hand. Didn't point it at me. He didn't have the gun on his belt clip. That's completely. He's in his hand, on his side, no shirt. That's how he greets me at the door. What would you do in that situation? I'll pause for a minute. This is what I did. Listen, I'm not scared of guns. This guy could have been a gun owner. I have nothing against any of those things. The point and why I'll get to what I did was, I don't know this guy. I don't know his temperament. I'm dropping off for a woman's name. It's a dude. He has no shirt on, which there's certain signs in the neighborhoods I grow up in. When guys are doing some things and some ratchet things are going on, sometimes dudes wear no shirts, pants hanging a little low, got a gun on the side. You don't take a chance. I'm not trying to have a conversation with this dude. I'm not trying to ask him anything. I'm going to turn around and walk out. That's what I did. Drop the food at the door. Boom. That's it. What would you guys do in that situation? I'll read some comments. Don't call in that number. You want to text that number. That's how you'll get a link from me. So let's see. If I ever seen more in Rideshare than all my years crazy busy bar. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm so dumb. I probably wouldn't have noticed the gun until it was too late. Yeah. And I don't think this guy had ill intent, because if he did, he would have, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know that. And no amount of money or ego is going to allow me. At this point, I had a daughter that was a few months old, right? I'm not going to have a conversation like, hey man, you all right? You having a good day? I got your Chipotle. And I don't know what his mindset's like. I have no idea what his mindset's like. And I'm not trying to figure out and ask. Just not doing that. Unless you are offered and complete a bonus. Okay, well, let's see. I remember that day when you did the video. That was some crazy. So yeah, it was crazy. Solo life. All right, turn around and walk away. Okay. Had a female come to the door in thongs and invited me in, says Kevin Miller. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's a dope dealer, gun with no shirt. Uncle Rico. See, and from where I'm from, that's very common. And he could have been delivering something to that young lady and she was getting Chipotle. That's a perfect scenario. But I don't want no part of that business. I'm there to deliver Chipotle. I'm not trying to be part of anything else. I'm not risking it, right? Okay, let's see. Somebody said, I'm out. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so I got some people texting in. All right, I was trying to give channel members the first option. So I don't see anybody yet that I send in. I'm going to wait a couple more minutes, and I will send some more links in. Bottom feeders on number 2 for the most, in my opinion. Number 3, we had a lovely dinner at my sister. Oh, okay, so this is answering tonight's questions. Best and worst, let's go. Bottom feeders on number 2. Yep. For most, in my honest opinion, number 3, we had a lovely dinner at my sister's for Easter. Nice. Birthday, so that's Mother's Day, despite me and my mom's. Okay, nice. That's awesome, man. Love to hear that. If you send out a link to the members, I seen a notification, but when I cleared out, my screen notification went away. Let me try to send you another one. I think I can do that right now. Okay, let me see. Okay, that went away. So I'm going to send out a couple links. You guys hang tight. Pedro lost my dad to senseless murder. Never worth it. Oh, I'm sorry, H-John. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not. Like, my pride and ego, and I got a pride and an ego. I think some of you guys can tell. It's not worth it on a food delivery. I don't know. Like, if I would have known that guy, or if it was a regular, and he has no shirt on because he's doing yard work and he's got a gun in his side because he's just a registered gun owner, I'm not frightened by that. Or not that I was frightened. I'm not worried about it. But in this situation, where I was at, something was off, right? So my instincts kicked in. Okay, so let's go ahead and send out these links here. Give me 1 second while I do this. Copy. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and paste it. I just sent a link to somebody there. You're more than welcome to jump on in. I sent another link right here. Jump on in and share story time with the family tonight. I'll send this link out. Go ahead and jump on in. I'm sending links you're going to get them through a text message basically. And then if you click on that little box, it should open up right up for you. So, cause I tried it out earlier. So, okay, I'll send this link out right here. So I sent out many links. I should see you guys in this room here if you pop in. Okay. Hannibal Sunky, what up? Happy Mother's Day. Yes, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to your wife, man. Happy Mother's Day to your mom. All that good stuff. Omar, what up, what up, what up? Doordash sucks. Order another Alfredo pizza tonight. Oh, Lord. You guys want to hear a funny story? So I think, was it last week? No, it was 2 weeks ago. I ordered Alfredo pizza from Papa John's. It was trash. Okay, we got somebody in. I'm going to let you in a minute, Angelique. And then last week we ordered that $5 pizza from 7-Eleven, and they were both bad. Yeah. But the 7-Eleven pizza, I tried to doctor it up 2 days later. A little hot sauce, a little garlic salt. It still tastes bad. The cheese on there is what turned me off. What up, Zed? I finished that Amazon run. I hope you make some money. That's what's up. Okay, so let's see. We got Angelique waiting in the background. So I sent out about 6 or 7, so don't be shy. Go ahead and join. I'm going to bring Angelique in. Angelique, if you can hear me, make sure you don't have any noise. Oh, now I see some people in here. Awesome. Make sure you don't have anything playing. And let's go ahead and give you a go. I'm going to put you in here first. Everybody else, just go ahead and stand by. Let's see if I can add you here. I'm doing this for the first time, so if we have any glitches, try to be patient, guys. Okay. Let's see if I do that. There we go. Okay. Can you guys see her? Can you hear me, Angelique?
Yes.
And I can hear you. Now, if I can get a thumbs up before you start in the chat, if you guys can see and hear her, just let me know. I'm a newbie at this StreamYard stuff. So if I can just get 1 or 2 thumbs up, that would be fantastic. Diana, yep. I get a hi, yep. Okay. Bud Soda says, yeah. Okay. So I think we're good. Parker, awesome. Okay. Angelique. Is this Angelique? Last name starts with an R, right?
Right. Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So what story do you have for us tonight? I'm really interested to hear.
This was at the restaurant. It wasn't even to the delivery yet. It was during the pandemic. You know, the workers were going crazy. They were understaffed. The lines were outside. We couldn't go in the restaurants. And this was the first day that we were allowed back in the restaurants, but we had to be 6 feet apart. And there were people coming in and they were jumping the line ahead of me. And one of the Chipotle workers, like, you know, somebody's jumping ahead of me, I'm going to say something. And this girl, like, we were cool before. We never had a problem because I'm in there all the time. And I don't know what was wrong with her that day, but she came at me and I was like, whoa, like she came running from, I'm in the back near the doors. She's up front where the food's at. And she came charging at me. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, you know, they know me. I've been dashing over a year at this point. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And we're going back and forth. And she won't stop. The manager's not doing anything. So I'm like, look, I'm calling the police. I'm like, I'm letting them come handle this because I'm not getting locked up over this. It was stupid. It didn't make any sense at all because I wanted my food and she was attending to other people first. And she was aggravated because this wasn't her normal. So I called the police. The police came and they separated us. And I went outside and they took my statement and then the manager was talking to her. But the thing that got me was, you're at a job. You're supposed to be professional. And you came cursing at me, running through the restaurant in my face like she was ready to hit me. And I'm like, I'm not going for this. Like, come on. You're not worth it. I'm not going to lose my cool over foolishness. Yeah. So she still worked there for a couple more months. But after a month, she cooled down and then she was chill with me. But it was just crazy. It wasn't even a customer.
Have you guys, so you would say that you guys have kind of like reconciled, like patched it up a little bit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm assuming it's nighttime or not?
No, it wasn't. It was during the day. It was before dinner. It was like around 3-4 o'clock.
And they were really busy like that.
Yes. During the pandemic, it was insane. Yeah. It was insane.
So let me ask you a question. So you're walking in, you said that they had to, you guys had to do the 6 feet apart. And I know a lot of restaurants, they had like the stickers on the ground.
Right. Exactly.
Like they had to really redo dining rooms and, like close off certain areas so people wouldn't sit down. Like it was a big, like we did that at the casino. It was crazy. Right.
Right.
And I think a lot of restaurant people, was she younger, older? How old do you think she was?
She was younger than me, but she was in like her late 20s, early 30s. She wasn't no little kid.
Okay. So she should have known better then.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Because it can be super stressful, right? And I think it wasn't that it was you, and you probably know this. It was that
she just
had so many other rude people and she just took it out on you is what it sounds like.
Right. And when I went back at her, I was like, I wasn't backing down. And that kind of threw her. Like, she expected me to back down. I'm like, I'm from the city. I'm not backing down, but then I'm not going to give in either. So I let her know that she wasn't just going to be running all over me. I'm like, well, I'm going to solve this. I called the police. I didn't care.
Now, let me ask you a question, Angelique. Would you, if that happened tomorrow, would you handle that the same exact way?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't know if I guess I don't know what I would do in that situation. I've never had that happen. I've had rude staff, right? But I've never had somebody come at me in that type of way. I would honestly, I'd probably look at them, I'd probably laugh, and I'd probably
I was laughing.
Okay. I'd probably laugh and then I'd probably just
me.
unassign it and be like, I'm not dealing with this. That's funny.
It was funny.
Hey, I appreciate you sharing that story. Appreciate you being a member, and thank you very much for being the first one to come on the StreamYard. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
You too.
Okay, how we doing? We got M Green. Is that right?
M Green. Yep. Can you hear me?
All right. Can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you good. Yeah.
Awesome. So, what story do you have for us tonight, my friend?
So I dropped a pizza off at the wrong hotel on a renovated floor. I thought it was a little strange that the carpets were peeled up and rolled up, and I dropped it there, and then the customer was like, "You're at the wrong hotel." I'm like, "What? What do you mean I'm at the wrong hotel?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm at this one." So I'm in Pittsfield, Mass, and Pittsfield runs into Lenox. So we have South Street. South Street turns into Pittsfield Lenox Road, and then it turns into Pittsfield Road. And this guy was on Pittsfield Road, so he was down even further.
So he put the wrong address in.
Yeah, no, it was my bad. It was my bad.
So you had to enter in on the GPS, but you put in road versus whatever or the wrong location. Okay.
I didn't even put the GPS in. I just thought I knew where I was going. Because they changed names of the hotels, like the Hilton Garden Inn, and they changed things up with the chains, and yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, I'm at this one." And luckily, I went back, went up to the renovated floor. Food was still sitting there. Grabbed it, took it back to the correct hotel, and the guy was very cool about it. Surprisingly.
How far? How much more did you have to drive? Like how late was the order that happened?
It was only a couple miles down the road.
Okay, so not bad.
Not too bad. Not nothing crazy. Like maybe.
What did you learn from that?
I learned to just use the GPS. Yeah. If all else fails, if you question anything, and especially with hotels, you never know with hotels. Yeah,
you don't with hotels, and even hotels can be weird with the floors, and maybe sometimes you don't have access to getting up, and somebody's got to let you up with the room key, or there's a lot of weird things with hotels. But what app was it on? Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub? What was it on?
It was DoorDash. I only use DoorDash.
Got it. Now, so you don't use the in-app navigation? So
I usually do, because it's linked up with Google Maps, and it's usually pretty good. And then the other day I noticed there was an address, and it had me go up and around, and after I went up and around this road, I'm like, I could have just took a left here and landed here. I don't know why it had me go up and around, circling around.
That's strange.
Yeah.
I'm going to, you mind if I add in? I'm going to try to add in a third person. You want to hang out with us and see what Ryan's got to say?
Yeah. Okay,
so let me see. I want to test this out with you guys. I'm going to see if I can add Ryan to the stream and see what story he's got. Okay, there is Ryan. Ryan, can you hear us?
How we doing? Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Awesome. I can hear you, my brother. How are you, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
So what story you got for us tonight, man? Give us something juicy. What do you got?
Oh, it's pretty good. This one has stuck with me for 3 years. So that's pretty much when I started doing DoorDash. Continue to do so. All right. So I was in a whole different market than where I currently work now. And this is the market I'm living in. So I'm working in this one now. But I used to go out there, that's where the money was. So I'd go out there, make $200, $250 a day, come back, no problem. Anyways, long story short, I got a McDonald's order for this one girl. Her name was, I think it was Selena. And I thought it was kind of strange because she only lived maybe 6/10 of a mile from the McDonald's. Decent payout. I think it was like 625, which, you know, that was like a hidden, I think that was an indicator back then too, or something like that. So I get to the house, go up to the steps. She's got a little chair sitting by the door, and it's actually got and this is in the middle of the summer. So it's an open container of chocolate ice cream. And I thought that was very interesting. You know, it's a wooden house. It's just very odd. So I knock on the door. Nobody answered. I can tell somebody's upstairs. I can hear the floor moving above me, and I'm like, okay, maybe this person's gonna come down. I stood there for another 5 minutes, nothing. Next thing you know, I see this guy that's walking from across the street. Long hair, kind of hippie dude. He's got his little headphones in. This guy, like, I'm 6 foot, so I'm not somebody you just kind of like, you know, walk right past. This guy walks right up on the porch. I step to the side though. He just walks right on in the house. I'm like, what the hell is this all about?
He didn't even say anything.
No, nothing. So then, like a minute later, he opens the door up, and I could tell like they're smoking pot in there. They're doing something because it reeked. It was terrible. This guy asked me to come inside. I said, no, buddy. So at that point, I dropped the food off. I called Doordash right off the bat, and I said, I think there's a squatter here. There's something going on. This is not, I don't think any other driver should put up with this. You know, this is weird, very strange situation.
That's wild. Now, let me ask you a follow-up question. So, how long do you think you were there from when you got there, right, and saw the ice cream or whatever, and then when he asked you to come in? How many minutes or how much time had gone by?
It probably wasn't. Remembering it now, it probably happened pretty quick. It happened pretty fast, maybe couple minutes.
Okay, yeah. So not bad. You're not sitting out there for 30 minutes.
No chance. Okay. I would never do that. But this is when
that'd be crazy.
I first started doing DoorDash, so I was still kind of getting the ropes. Like I knew what orders to take, but I would, I want to make sure the person gets their order.
Yeah, that's wild.
So, but yeah, it was a very strange experience.
So did you got paid though, right? Like
I did.
Still paid you. Yeah. Was there a hidden tip on that order?
Might have been like $1 or $2.
Okay.
$1 or $2, but hey,
all that for $7.25.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Definitely something that stuck with me, and it still sticks with me today. So.
No, I think it's cool to have like these stories. I think when you think back, when you're a new driver, right, you can look back at some things and laugh, right? Because like you don't know what you're going to run into until it happens, right? And even tomorrow, you could turn the apps on, run into something good or bad, and it could be the first time that you've ever experienced it, and it's still going to kind of trigger you like, that's odd, that's weird, right? And I think that the thing that sticks out to me is the ice cream. It's such a random thing, right? An open container of ice cream sitting on a chair. Like obviously she's probably doing something, feeling good about herself, eating ice cream, trying to get some McDonald's afterwards. I mean, yeah. Wow. Cool. Hey man, I appreciate you guys jumping in and testing this StreamYard.
Yeah, we love the show, man. Keep it up.
Very much, man. I appreciate you guys. I want to get the next guy in if you don't mind.
All right, Pedro. Take it easy.
All right, guys. See ya.
Yep. See ya.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let me check the chat, and then we've got Jesse. We're going to bring Jesse in just a moment. We're talking about worst delivery stories. You can go ahead and text in. I'm going to put the number that you can text in right here, and I will send you a link if you want to join up. And I'll be checking that in a moment. I'm going to check the chat real quick before we bring us. I think it's Snack Ops, right? Yeah, Snack Ops. Okay. We got Lauren. What up, Lauren? We got Roxy, Joe Who. We got Omar. We got Gigaholic Rex. What up, Quentin? We got Joe Who, Lauren, Dash, and Grandpa. Bud Soda, Quentin. What up, Bobby? Always good to see you, my friend. Wrecking Yard. N.E. Dasher, Kevin, Big Al. We got April in the house. We got Sega. What up, what up, what up? Cynthia, what up? I'm going to try to see if I can put in, before I bring in Jesse, I want to see if I can bring in and put a comment up. I want to see how that works. Oh, yeah, look at this. So let's pick a comment. Let's see. La, 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 la. Okay, let's put in Brandy's comment. I think that's Brandy. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. So Brandy Franklin says, I had one the other day that I went to the customer address on a DoorDash order to drop off hand to me order and was the wrong address. Yeah, that happens. That's for damn sure. All right, let me put in another one here. Dashing Grandpa says, hi there at T-Ron. Dashing Grandpa is the nicest man in the universe, I feel like. I feel like Dashing Grandpa is just like that grandpa sitting on the front patio. He's got a little like Lipton iced tea. He's got some music playing on, maybe a dog at his foot. That's how I imagine Dashing Grandpa. All right, so that's cool. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how to put that stuff in there for you guys. All right, I'm going to put the number back up. Let's go ahead and bring Snack Ops in the room. What's up, brother? How are you, man?
Hey, what's up? I'm actually pulled over. I'm out on the bike right now. Just dropped off at Philly
Nice.
Stadium.
No, you are in where do you do your gig work at again?
Philly.
Philly, that's right. Okay, busy market, I would imagine.
Yeah, pretty busy. Lot of trash.
Yeah. So share with us real quick before we get into your story. How do you share with us, the viewers, how you do your gig work? I think you're on a bike, right?
I'm on a Vespa, so I had to make up most of my delivery equipment. The regular stuff didn't work. So think like the bicycle guys, but I had to do a little bit more.
Yeah. No, what's your radius? How far will you go on that for a delivery?
I've had days where I've done 250 miles if the money was right.
Yeah,
because I don't mind.
And I mean, obviously, your cost on that's so low.
Yeah, I'm about 60 to 80 miles a gallon, depending on how I drive and what tires I use.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's crazy, man. I mean, you're basically 60 to 80. I mean, you're 4 times better than me. That's unbelievable. Yeah.
So I can approach trash, but I still won't take the worst of the worst.
No, yeah, sure. Because you're going to look at an order.
You're I can absorb a little bit of that.
Yeah, you're going to look at a 3 going a mile very differently because it's literally costing you only pennies to deliver that food.
Right.
So, yeah, I get that. So what do you got for us tonight, my friend?
Okay, I'll keep it short. So my worst delivery ever was mostly my fault. I was starting out with Postmates, was my first app. And when I did Postmates, I did it on foot. I had just gotten to Philly. I was broke. Didn't have a bike, didn't have a car, didn't have jack. So it's the dead of winter. There's ice all over the ground. It's like cold as all get out. So I walk orders in the middle of winter because I'm just grinding that hard.
Yeah.
Whatever. So I go pick up this order. It is an entire case of heads of cauliflower.
For those of you guys don't know, let me stop you there. Heads of cauliflower. So that case is probably 30 or 40 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
So dead of winter, like ice all over the ground. I carry this thing like this above my head, like resting on my head with both my hands. I walk it about 2 miles.
What?
Yeah.
2 miles? How long did that take you?
I'd rather not think about it. Like, I didn't know. Like back then, it was like 5 years ago. I didn't know how to do good orders. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about walking orders, anybody, don't do it.
Yeah.
Do not do it. Never do it. There is not a reason to do it.
No, especially 2 miles.
So I walk this order, and it's a restaurant who has ordered heads of cauliflower because it's like lunch service, and they're out. And they told me, they're like, I didn't tip you, here's some cash. So here's where I clowned myself. Postmates told you back then, don't take cash tips because they wanted them reported through the app.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I decided to be a Boy Scout, and I said, I can't take a cash tip, but you can add it in the app. Guess who never got tipped?
You. Yeah. They're not, customers.
I played myself.
What they need, that tipping for the customer, he would have gave you that 5 or 10 or whatever, a couple bucks, but they're not going to go back in the app. He's going to go to the kitchen.
Well, no matter what they would have tipped, they never in a million years would have expected that somebody walked them that in the dead of, like, that shouldn't be allowed. It shouldn't be legal.
It's not safe.
It's not good for anybody.
No, it's not a good way to
never again.
Yeah, it's not a good way.
Never again.
I mean, I'll share with you real quick while I have you here. So I've walked 2 or 3 orders myself, but the only reason I was able to do it was we have a market in St. Louis. It's a street called South Grand, and there's a lot of local spots. I picked up from a place, King and I, and literally it was faster for me to walk across the street and walk 2 blocks than it would have been for getting in the car, turn around.
Oh, sure. And if it was good weather in the middle, in the middle of Philly, sometimes the orders are honestly like that.
Yeah. And it just makes more sense because it's going to take
Right.
you half the time.
Like, why give up my parking spot? Screw it. I'll just walk it.
Exactly. So I've done that 2 or 3
No,
times.
I get it, but like, never again would I do something like that.
So you had to carry it like this. It didn't have handles on the side?
Well, it did, but it was so heavy that carrying it like that took more of my muscle. Like, I could rest part of it on my head.
Listen, man, listen. I know you can appreciate this. I know you won't take it the wrong way. But listen, I got to give you the clown nose for that one, brother.
Hey, that video I sent you, I asked for it. Like,
yeah. No, I think that's an awesome story.
Absolutely.
It's funny to look back at stuff because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. You're new. You're excited.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to get this to the customer. It's, you feel nervous. You don't want to get in trouble. But now, we can't do that kind of stuff. It's crazy.
No.
Wow. Hey, brother, I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Talk to you later, brother. All right. Love it. I can't imagine delivering 30, because those cases, that's probably 30 pounds at least. And awesome. Okay, so let me see if we have anybody in I'm going to put the number up again. We're talking about worst delivery stories. It doesn't have to be DoorDash necessarily. I'm going to go ahead and text. I'm going to check the text line and see if we have anybody new that's wanting to join us. So let's see what we got. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We got 241 lovely people. Hit the thumbs up. It won't bite. Trust me, it won't bite. Okay. And let's check the poll. We got 295 votes. Do clowns take $2 and $3 orders? Let's check the percentage on here. Let's see what we got here. We have 77% of people say yes, and 23% of people say no. Okay, love it. Appreciate you guys answering that poll. So let me go ahead and check and see the text line and see who we have here. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, this is Parker. I have a story. Okay, Parker, I'm going to go ahead and send you. I'm going to have to paste it again. Okay, let me go ahead and repaste this link. There we go. And I will send it to you right now. And let me go ahead and see who else we have here. Okay, I can join for a few on StreamYard. All right, let me go ahead and send this one here. There we go. I'm wanting to hear the worst delivery story that you have. Let's have a good laugh about it. Okay, let's teach some new people what not to do as well. Okay, hold up. Oh man, I got a lot here. This is great. Let me go ahead and send this one here. All right, and then let's go ahead and send this one here. So I just sent 4 or 5 out, and let's see what we get. So see if anybody joins us. We're talking worst delivery stories, and let's go ahead. I'll share another one while we're waiting on some people to come in. Okay, so let's go there. Okay. So this was just actually about a month ago. And this one isn't that bad, but I think it's funny because it speaks to the mindset of consumers. This was a Papa John's order. I think it was $5 or $6 going like 0.6 miles. Super close. Papa John's, Central West End, not Central West, well, kind of downtown, right by SLU University. And I knew I was about a mile away. I was like, well, this is a quick run and they might stack it. I accept the offer, right? I noticed that this is a big building. I look at my delivery instructions, what kind of building, because I want to communicate with the customer and see, hey, how can I get this to them quickly to save myself time and also save them time? So I'm texting them as I'm pulling up to the Papa John's. My text to them was, hi, I'm Pedro. I'm your delivery driver. I noticed that you're at it's a SLU campus. What entrance would you like me to meet you at? Because it was a hand to me. Because there's a lot of doors, a lot of buildings. This is a huge college campus, and there was no delivery instructions. This is Papa John's order. 1 pizza, paying $5 or $6. Couldn't remember. Her response to me was, just bring me my damn food. What she said, or pizza, something like that. I didn't even respond back. What do y'all think I did? I'll give you a minute to think about it. And I'm at the Papa John's. I hadn't gone inside yet. I hadn't even confirmed that I had arrived. I didn't confirm pickup, nothing. And listen, you guys got to remember, I let my ego and pride get in the way sometimes. what I could have done was, oh, okay, yeah, I'll pick your pizza up. I'll be there in a minute. Where do you want to meet me again? You didn't answer my question. Could have been funny about it. Made my $5 or $6. Listen, I'm super petty. I dropped that unassigned that order faster than I could know. I hope she got cold food, whatever. Then my phone started blowing up, like ringing a couple times from a number that I don't know. It was a customer. What would you guys have done in that situation? Listen, if she would have replied, oh, I don't know, just, meet me at this door, if she would have did anything besides like cuss and like be rude, I probably would have done the order because it was literally Papa John's is here. I got to basically drive 2-3 blocks. I just needed to know what entrance to be convenient for her and myself. But when you're like, just bring me my damn pizza, that's not a human being I want to do business with. It's not somebody I want to do a hand to me. It's not somebody that I think deserves hot, piping, fresh pizza. I want them to get cold pizza. They deserve cold pizza. That's the clown. That kind of customer deserves this. You can't talk to drivers like that. If you talk to me like that, I'm going to unassign your order. That's 100%. That's what I did. So, all right, we got a few people in. We got Chris in the house. We got Bud Soda. Let's go ahead and bring Chris in a moment, and then we'll bring Bud Soda in as well. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to bring both of them in at the same time, and I'm going to let Chris go first. Let's give a couple shout outs to the chat. We got Daphne, Joe Who. We got Joseph, Roxy, Jacob Campbell. What up, Kobe? We got DM, Dimples, Carter. We got Crystal. Appreciate all you guys. Chuck makes a buck. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Doordash Frick, you dropped that order and call support and told them, yeah. I made a video. It was all on a video. So let's go ahead and bring in Chris and Bud Soda at the same time. And we also have Parker waiting as well. We'll do him as well. Chris is going to go first. So let's go ahead and bring these gentlemen in. There's Chris and there is Bud Soda. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Yes.
Soda, I hear you. All right, Chris. So what story do you have for us, my friend?
Well, I picked up from a McDonald's in the local area. Excuse me, I got allergies. And I picked it up, and I'm not thinking anything. The girl comes out, and she hands me the bag, and she says, "Hey," she goes, "what car are you driving?" So I point to it, and not thinking anything, I leave, and I go to this house to deliver. And I hand the bag to about 3 or 4 guys. And after I, hand it to them, I thought that was kind of strange, but I did confirm the name. They knew everything, so I'm thinking no big deal. Next day, I'm watching TV, and they had busted the same lady for drugs being sold out of the local McDonald's. Not
So
doing
hold on.
anything.
Let me ask a follow-up question, and you tell me if I'm catching this right, Chris. So 4 or 5 bags, you delivered to a couple of guys, right?
One name, but there was like 3 or 4 guys when
Got it. And they had busted the McDonald's worker for peddling drugs out of that McDonald's.
Yeah, she was selling small stuff, but the stuff she was selling were pills. Don't know what kind, wasn't asked to do anything. Apparently, they had been watching her. So I guess looking at it, if anything would have went down, I guess someone was watching. I'm just thankful I wasn't dragged into it.
Well, yeah, because, that could have gone sideways, right? Let's say the cops are watching somebody, a situation like that when drugs are involved, like that can go sideways real quick. And that can be a major safety issue for you or another driver for sure.
Well, let's think about it too. It's not like DoorDash has the brightest people running it sometimes. They would have probably kicked me off the platform. You know what I mean?
Yep, probably. So what's your opinion? What can we as drivers do to protect ourselves from something like that, if anything?
I'm going to be honest with you. I deliver in the Detroit market. All right. We don't have the best reputation for the safest city. Let's just be.
I'm right with you. I live in St. Louis. I'm right there with you.
Right.
Yeah.
So, they're good people. You always want to give that assumption. And what I would tell anybody out there is that's listening to this, you can't deliver dead. So my approach is that before I get on my car, maybe I was taught different than some people, but before I get on my car, it's a habit with me. I tell my girlfriend this all the time. You should look in your rearview mirror, look around first, no matter what you're doing. The second thing is, if you get that gut reaction to anything, you walk off real calm and start. I tell everybody they should take detail notes right away. You get back in your car, drive a mile away and do something, write it down. Maybe you walked in on something like that one guy was talking earlier on your show here, where the vacant house. Maybe there was a murder that took place. You don't know. Your details sometimes though can save it. Maybe, let's face facts. 99% of the time you probably won't need it, but the one time that you do, it's going to be the one time you're going to kick yourself in the butt and say, man, I should have done something.
Yeah, true. I think when you live in cities like Chris and I live in, Chris is talking about getting out the car. I call it keeping my head on a swivel. I'm looking around. I'm acting like I belong, but I'm being very observant of my surroundings, who's around me, what kind of interactions are they having, if there are people there, like is there issues going on? And if I try to trust my gut, and if I feel like something ain't right, I'm gonna separate myself from that situation because it's not worth it. No order is worth anything like that. But also I think you bring up a great point about taking mental notes, writing them down, like because you might be put in a situation where somebody needs to have some answers, and you might be that person that was there that could help solve something or help something or whatever else. So yeah.
The other thing I do too is I try to make myself visible. Like if I'm in a neighborhood where there's no lights, my four ways are going on. My light on my phone's going on. And it's some people out there might say, oh, he's sissy or this or that. No, I got 2 kids. I'm just trying to hold my own down and just do this as a side gig. And in doing so, I don't want to lose my life for it. You know what I mean? And if those little things make it so that someone is deterred by me, great. Then I don't got no physical altercation. I don't have to, run away in my car and try to get away. Those things I think help. Now, unfortunately, I've never had any problems. I certainly hope that nobody on this show has had any, but there is going to be that time where someone does, and hopefully it's not a life that we lose, but rather just some food or money.
Absolutely. I think that's great advice. I think, we talk about, we're talking about worst delivery stories and let's have a laugh, let's learn, but you're speaking some really truths here, right? Things that we need to be thinking about because it's not going to happen often. They're terrible stories, but it happens and we hear about it, right? Weekly, something probably happens, whether we hear or not. And sometimes it can be things that are avoidable and other times it's not. But we need to know, especially us nighttime drivers, right? A lot of us at some point have driven at night. We're delivering at night. We're picking up people at night. You're more susceptible at night. You're also more susceptible based on the area that you're delivering or picking people up from. So we definitely got to be careful, man. I appreciate you bringing that story to the light, man, Fred. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate you taking me on. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you. I'm going to get Bud Soda on. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Bud Soda, what's up, brother? What you doing, man?
Oh, I'm having some beers with my buddy. Nice. I'll try to be quick if I can.
Right
no.
Awesome. Well, is that good or bad? I don't know.
It's been rough, but
yeah.
0 hours this week.
Yeah.
I took the whole week off.
But
let's get on from that. I'm looking forward to the gig conference. But the worst story, I'll tell my second worst story. You know my worst one. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell the second worst one. I wasn't in any danger, but like when it's winter weather out, for those of you who live in areas where there's winter weather, you can relate. I had 2 Karens in one day. And it always be the first or second delivery. And, I was doing that trick on Doordash where you could just keep saying you're waiting for the order and then confirm it as you're rolling up, waiting in long lines because you're going to be waiting at every light. You're going to be waiting at the military gate. Mm-hmm. So I just hit confirm as I pulled up to the main gate of the military base. And people drive like idiots when it's bad weather. But, I had 2 contract violations within an hour because these people were super, super impatient.
What? 2 within an hour?
Yes. This was in just before Christmas.
Okay.
And it was probably the first really bad storm we had. There was maybe 4 other Dashers out. 4. So there's 5 of us working the military base, basically. And it's like, listen, I've only seen 4 other drivers out today. We're getting to you as soon as we can. There's still people out driving, and I still have to wait at lights like everybody else. So I'm trying to drive safe. Please be patient with me. And then I also had a Karen that day. She started messaging me, "What's my ETA?" And at a stop sign, I was waiting for traffic to go by. I quickly messaged her, "Hey, please be patient. The roads are bad," which I've been messaging all my customers all day.
Mm-hmm.
And I could feel the phone going off, like I was still in app, so the in-app notifications were going off, and she must have sent me 3 or 4 more. And she's like, "Oh, all my other dashers communicate with me." Meanwhile, I waited 5 minutes for her pizza. They remade it because it had been waiting in there for over an hour and a half. So they remade it.
Wow.
Yeah, they remade it. My Little Caesars is really good to me. And by the time I got over to the 7-Eleven where I was picking up the other order, she was going to be the first, mind you. She was going to be the first order. She ended up canceling her order. So in that one, the trash took itself out because she canceled.
Yeah, yeah.
She must have waited hours.
You get the full pay when they cancel, right?
No, I hadn't confirmed delivery yet because I was going across the street to the 7-Eleven. Because the way it's set up in Evans Mills, where the military base is, there's like a whole strip of restaurants and stores. There's a Dairy Queen, there's a Taco Bell. Now we're getting DoorDash from Walmart, but at the time we weren't. And at the time, only 7-Eleven was open. Mm-hmm. Wendy's was not quite open yet. It was almost open. Mm-hmm. They opened, I think, in January because they were still doing the inside. And that was probably one of my most stressful days ever, aside from when the bad things happened. Mm-hmm. So, my best days were ironically around the same time when it was nicer weather out, especially the week of Christmas. The military was in the giving mood. I got $5, $10, $20 cash tips everywhere.
Nice.
It seems like 1 out of 5 orders I get a cash tip. So nice. It was sweet. So I think my best day I really cleaned up and I had like $60 of cash tips one day.
Wow.
Which is unheard of. You don't get that.
A lot of those deliveries in the military base, they're probably getting paid at the same time, right? People are, or whatever, and they're ordering at the same time and they're feeling good and stuff like that. Do you think that's why you get those cash tips sometimes like that?
It was. So like how Christmas landed, it was like the weekend before Christmas, I think that's when it happened. I think it was like a Sunday. So it was like 2 or 3 days after military payday, so everyone still had a fat, checkbook on that. And everyone felt overly generous. And a lot of my deliveries, a lot of people don't like to go to that area of the military base, but that particular residential area is the area where mostly officers live.
Got it.
So like the lowest ranked soldiers who live there are sergeants. And it can be up to, it could be up to like, I wouldn't say generals, but it'd be like there's lieutenants, there's colonels.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of the houses are marked for what their rank they are.
Yeah, yeah.
But so that was amazing when I went up there. And then what was the second subject? Darn it.
Oh no, we're just talking about worst delivery, so you're good. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Listen, I want to tell you something.
Sorry.
I want to tell you something. I appreciate you, Bud Soda. I appreciate your support. I know you're going through it right now. Please feel free to reach out to me. We can talk this week. If you want to chat tomorrow, I'm not working tomorrow. I got to take the car to the shop. I know you've been, having a rough go with the apps and stuff. Please feel free to reach out to me one-on-one. I'd love to hear from you. We can talk about, if you want to, tomorrow if you like, because I'm going to be running around, not working. And just know that I'm thinking about you and I'm wishing you the best, my friend, okay?
Thank you. I'll shoot you a text before I go out to work tomorrow.
Definitely do that. I'm going to go ahead and talk to Parker. But, yes, text me back tomorrow. Cool?
Yeah, for sure. Take care, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. Everybody, give a thumbs up for my boy, Bud Soda. He supports a lot of channels. We're going to bring Parker in a minute. He supports a lot of channels. He has a channel himself. I know his market's just been being really weird lately. And for Bud Soda saying he hasn't worked all week, he worked 0 hours this week, that's crazy because usually he's out there 80, 90 hours a week. So, all right, let's check the chat real quick before we bring Parker in, see who we got in the building. All right, let me catch up here. We got Yogi, what up? We got Lee, Vicky, Joe Who, Life Choices, Broke, Bobby in the house, Young G. We got Brandy, Broke. All right, Pedro, please address Fast Pay being down. I don't know anything about the Fast Pay being down, so I can't really address it because I'm not aware of that. What up, Yost Malone? Yost Malone, the phone number's right here. Hold on. I'm going to put it in for you, brother. And I'm going to bring Parker in right now. So the phone number is here. I'll send you a link if you want to text me. There we go. We're talking about worst food delivery stories. Parker, I hope you are ready. I'm going to bring you in right now, my friend. Parker, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. You can hear me okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Awesome. So what do you have for us tonight? Go ahead.
So I've been door dashing for about a year now. I'm also in the St. Louis market.
Ooh, awesome. Nice to meet you, man. Yeah,
great to meet you. So I went to a Wingstop about a month ago. And I pulled up in here probably, 10, 15 times before, same thing.
Which one? Which Wingstop?
The one on Lindell.
Okay, got it. Okay, I know
Lindell.
it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. And I said, hey, here, pick up this order. And they're like, it'll probably be like 10 minutes. I said, okay, that's cool. And then they very audibly started talking in front of me saying like, man, I hate all these DoorDash drivers. They just eat the customer's food. And I could just hear them. And I was like, I'm not a very confrontational person. I said, hey, like, I just do this on the side. Like, this isn't my main thing, but I can assure you I never eat anyone's food or anything like that. And I on that day, I was wearing scrubs for my main job, like I'm doing today. And they said, well, what are you even doing DoorDash? And you're just stealing other people's money. Like, you don't need this job. Like, and you're eating people's food. Like, you don't need it. It was just a very strange interaction. And they kept trying to question me and fuel the situation. And I said, well, I'm sorry if anyone's made you feel that way, but I'll just stand here and wait for my order. And they just continued to question me. It was like the longest, probably 10 minutes of my life. They really wanted me to fuel them up.
Yeah.
And then to cap off the story, I waited there for about 20 minutes, got the customer's order, called him, and he said, oh, I'm sorry, I moved to South Carolina. I no longer live in St. Louis, so you can just have the food. So I ended up having to call DoorDash. So at the end of the day, I did eat food.
So hold on, this is okay, Parker. Hold up. This is a good one because I know the location you're talking about, and I've unassigned many times from there, probably half a dozen times because it's a long wait, and sometimes they can be a little rude in there. They get busy too. But what's funny is they're giving you crap about eating people's food, and then you wind up getting to keep the order, which is kind of funny. There's irony.
It is funny. Right? It's very funny.
So do you think this guy ordered and he had the wrong address in, or what was the issue with that?
He said that he had DoorDashed and he said, I moved to South Carolina like a week ago. I still have my St. Louis address in. I thought I was ordering for like my new South Carolina.
Got it. So the customer made a mistake. Okay.
Customer made a mistake. Yeah.
So that I've been to I've been to that Lindell Wingstop, and there's also one on South Grand. I don't know if you're familiar with that one.
I've been there. Yeah.
But the one on South Grand will sometimes, for a while there, they had drivers filling out a sheet, like put your name down, put your customer's name, and like something else, right? Like number of bags or item count, because they were having Wingstop historically is a spot that a lot of drivers will take orders from. And it happens. It's not common, but it does happen. So right. I don't know if you've ever seen that in either of those locations where you had to write your information. Have you seen that?
Not at those. There's an Applebee's in Central West End that has started doing that, though.
Yeah, I know that. I used to work at that Applebee's, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's next to the hotel right there. Yeah, man. I worked there for 2-3 years, long time ago. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Super busy location. So that's so wild, man. So real quick, off topic, but you said you do, you work in the medical field or nursing or whatever, right?
I'm about to enter my last year of pharmacy school.
Okay, cool.
So I'm almost done. I've done this for about the past year and a half now, just because, I'm still in school. I work as a student pharmacist on the side, but, sometimes you just, times are tough, got to do something else to make some money. So yeah. I've really enjoyed DoorDashing, and your channel's been super helpful in me learning. So greatly appreciate you.
No, man, I love to meet people that are doing the apps in this type of way. Not that there's a better way than others, but like, I think the apps are really great for somebody like you, Parker. I think, like you can do it when you want. There's flexibility in it. You got some extra income, some cash flow every week to pay for groceries and this and that. And it helps you as you're going through your studies. And I think DoorDash is a great way for that. I really do believe it is, I mean, I think there's frustrating things about the app, but like there's frustrating things about any kind of work that we decide to do. And I think the app's designed for somebody like you. And I think you're the perfect driver for, to do it for a particular amount of time as you're trying to reach other major goals that you have going on. So it's awesome for you to share that story, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks so much, and thanks for your
help.
help.
And if you ever see me out there, man, say what's up. I'll recognize your face. Maybe we'll run into each other, my friend.
Yeah, I'll look out for you.
Cool, man. Have a good night, Parker.
You too.
All right, awesome. Another fellow St. Louis, and I love it, man. Love it, love it, love it. I know that Wingstop all too well. It's been probably, well, it's probably about a month since I've even gotten an order or did an order from them. But I believe the last time I did one was I had to unassign it because I walked in. It was super busy. It was part of a stack. There's a Qdoba like down the street, and I dropped the Wingstop because the lady was just like, it's going to be forever. And they had tickets everywhere. And I think I even had it on video. I was like, I'm not staying in this place. There's no way. So, all right. So let's go ahead and check the chat out real quick. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's go ahead and put up this banner. I'm going to give you guys a really quick reminder. This is what we rock on this channel. We don't knowingly do deliveries that don't have tips. No tip, no trip 2.0. Okay. I highly suggest you be selective in your marketplace and deliver to customers that don't back tips out. Let's leave that banner there. Let it simmer. I'm going to let it simmer for a little bit. If you're new in here, we don't take $2, $3 orders on this channel. You can go somewhere else with that mess. There's plenty of people that talk about taking them. We don't do it here. I'll just give you guys a little reminder, no tip, no trip 2.0. Not everybody agrees with that mantra, but I do okay by doing that, right? Okay. Let's see who else we got in the room here. We got Earl in the house. Blanca. What up, Picky Pink? Tina, how are you? Vegas Eats. Ron. Pave Wage it damn. Pedro got a buzz. I do not. What buzz what? What do you mean? Wingstop Blacklist. Yeah. So fast pay is only not working for me. I don't know. Check it. Make sure your information. I have no idea that it was down. What up, Jay DeConza, Daphne, Christopher Taylor. What up, Vegas Eats, Crypto Nomad, Nova Dasher in the house. What's up, Vinsanity? What up, everybody in the chat? Okay, so let's go ahead and put the number back up. I want to get a few more people in. I'm going to send some links out. Actually, I'm going to put in, this is what we're talking about right here, guys. And we'll get to the second topic soon. Worst delivery stories. Let's share them. Let's laugh at each other. Let's learn from each other. Let's go ahead and check the text line, see who we got here. Let me go ahead and get this link. Copy there, and then let's see who we have. So we have Roxy. I'll send a link to that. That's a long message. I'm not going to read all that now, but I will send you a link. Thanks for taking my call. And I'm sending that. You're welcome. Let's go pay Yost Malone. Let's definitely get Yost Malone in the building. Send you a link, Yost. And we will do a link right here as well to this person here. Be patient. Go ahead and hop on in. The water is fine, guys. Jump on into the live stream. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at some comments and put some comments up. So we're trying to StreamYard out. I'm seeing if you guys like it. I will get so basically there's 3 tiers on StreamYard. So you guys know, for all you content creators, if you're thinking about getting it, there's a free one. The free one would work similar to this, but you can only have so many live streams a month or so many hours. Plus they put all these logos up. I didn't want all that. And there's one that costs, I think it was $240 for the whole year. That's the one I purchased today. It's the most common. It's kind of the basic package. You don't have to have any of the StreamYard stuff. You can put banners up. You can have 10 people up on the StreamYards, and there's no hours max. You could do as much hour streaming as you want per month or whatever. Then there's one premium package. It costs an extra like $200 a year, and you get different camera angle options. And that's the one I think I might do. Because if I have other cameras here, I can link those and I can go camera 1, camera 2. So if we're doing some time a roundtable, if I'm interviewing somebody live, I could give you guys different angles just to give you visually a different kind of experience. So let me know if you guys will be interested in something like that. Okay. So Kevin says, I get super hood offers from Popeyes, but just can't do it. Yeah, I get some of those too. Let's see. Popeyes in Vegas is the worst. So is Burger King and Arby's. Yeah, I don't mind Arby's. Every market will be different, but I don't mind some of the Arby's where I go here. I agree, nothing less than Joanna says, I agree, nothing less than $6. Now, I sometimes will take something less than $6. Usually during the peak times, I will not. But if it's 2 or 3 o'clock, it's slow. If it's showing me $5.25 and it's showing me that tip me $3, it's going a mile or 2. I'll take that, right? But I don't really go lower than that. I've done 425s before if it's like a mile and it's dead, But yeah, usually I would say most of my average order is definitely more than $6, but there are some factors where I might change my mind a little bit. Look at this one. DoorDash Rick says, good show, Pedro. You're growing up. Hey, DoorDash Rick, I appreciate that. I'm trying to grow up. I'm a 40-year-old guy that's trying to grow up every single day. I'm trying my best. Listen, I make a lot of mistakes, but I appreciate you saying that. I love that comment, actually. That's the comment of the night so far. So Diana, oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Diana Stevens, Severin says, my lowest is $5.95. That's it. I love it. You got to have your goals. You got to have your limits. I think that's really smart. We got Yogi in the house. Really love the banners. So Yogi says, really love the banners and live video chats with the subscribers. $240 went well spent. Yeah, I definitely. It's an investment. I want to give you guys good content. You guys have done a lot for me, right? So I want to bring you guys in, and I think it's enjoyable. I've been on other live streams. It's nice. It's fun. You feel like you're part of the live show versus just hearing me ramble. So I definitely enjoy it. We have somebody waiting. Rico Dash, real quick. I remember when this stream didn't even have a working mic. We've made it. There you go. Rico Dash, you ain't seen nothing yet. Trust me. I'm going to continue to give you guys the best content I can. So, all right, we have a lovely guest waiting. I believe this is Picky Pink. This is a friend of ours, a friend of mine, a friend of the channel's. Let's go ahead and bring her in. Listen, and I'm gonna bring her in right now. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
So what do you got going on today? First, before we get into the worst delivery story, how was your Mother's Day?
I work today. My kids are grown. So
I know, but you can see it's still Mother's Day. It's a special day.
My oldest daughter, they gave me a grandson. She called me like 7 times today, so I was good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw my mom today. It was a good day. It was kind of a chill day. So, what do you have for us tonight? Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, if I don't mention that my youngest texted me this morning too, she'll have a fit, but she had to work.
Cool.
Okay, so the other day, it was like, I think earlier or later last week, sometime like between Wednesday and Saturday of last week, not the one we just had. And I go in, I drop off the order, I come out, and I notice the car I'm parked next to has keys in the door, and there's no one around. Actually, I noticed them before I went in the delivery, and they were still there when I came out of the delivery. And I was like, I really don't want this person's car to be stolen.
Like in the car door, like on the outside.
Yes, hanging in the car door like they were hanging. Like, here's the lock, and the key was like this.
Yeah.
Like it got jerked and left there. So it wasn't even fully in the lock. And I'm looking around everywhere, and I'm like, well, screw it. This is the last order of the night. It was like 7:30. I normally get off, take myself home between 6 and 7 o'clock. So I was like, it's my good deed for the day. I try to do one a day. And so I took the keys out of the door, and I went to every apartment building in that complex.
Oh, wow.
I think I was almost looking for an hour.
What?
I went to all 8 buildings. There are 3 floors to every building, 15 apartments in every building. All 8 of them, nobody claimed ownership. I wrote down the type of car, the color, the license plate, showed them the keys, said, it's parked in this spot. Do you know the owner? I'm just trying to return their keys so their car doesn't get stolen.
Right.
The last apartment I checked, that guy was so hood. He was like, well, I'm glad you found them because I'd have stole that.
What?
Yeah. And I walked away shaking my head going, this is why I looked for the owner of the keys. I looked for close to an hour, either over or a little under.
You're too nice.
So I was like,
you're too nice.
I was like, I know I am. That's how I got the roommate I got, but whatever.
You're too nice.
Anyway, so I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want them to be locked out of their car. Because I was like, if they went in there, how are they going to get in their apartment? Their house keys was on the keys. I don't understand why these keys were left hanging out the door.
Yeah.
So I opened the car door and I tossed the keys in there and I thought about locking it, but I was like, what if they don't have an extra set? So I left the car door unlocked and I felt really uneasy about that because the car may have been parked up here and the a-hole that said he would have stole the car was at the very last apartment, way away from the car. But I still felt uncomfortable. So I pulled over a block away and called the non-emergency 911.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I don't know if it's an emergency or not. And I'd hate to not report it because I got a really uneasy feeling. But, you know, I've had some bad luck, so I don't trust people.
I think you know, you do things that you would want to be done for you. Like you'd want somebody to bring you your keys.
Yes.
And you're like, you're gonna go an hour out of your way. Like I wouldn't do that. You know me.
I was already clocked out. I was already clocked out.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I probably, you know what I would have done? I think I would have like put the keys under the mat or something like that. You know, that way if the let's say the person locked.
But then you would have left their door unlocked in this hood ass neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't have wasted an hour. That's just me. You know me. I'm patient. Like I ain't got the patience.
Well, I mean, the other day I drove a guy like 40 minutes because he was going in the same direction as me, walking down the road. And normally people won't pick up a guy being a female. But I had my mace, I had my knife, and he was really polite, offered me gas money, and I was going to Danville anyway.
You're too nice.
I walked for 6 years. I didn't have a car.
No, I get it.
And whoever says pretty girls don't walk, they're full of bull hockey up to here, as high as my hair. Because I'm not bad looking, and I walked for 6 years. So
love it. Listen, you're great. You know that.
I still don't know what happens to the car.
I mean, who knows? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it.
I went back the next day, and the car was still sitting there, and the keys were still in the same spot I put them in. Did the cops get off their butt and go check what happened?
Who knows? That car, I mean, that person might not even be around anymore. Who knows? I mean, you know, certain parts of areas you get. For me,
they could have got snatched.
I'm not wasting an hour. I can't do it. I'm just too petty. I'm too impatient. Like you could be nice to both. Huh?
They could have got snatched.
It's possible.
The way the keys were hanging out the door, and I went to every apartment, found no one.
Yeah.
I didn't feel right about that.
Let me ask you a question before I let you go. Same thing happens tomorrow. Same scenario. Maybe not the same area, but same scenario. You see keys doing that. Are you going to do the same exact thing?
I am probably going to knock on the nearby doors and then just automatically call the 911.
So maybe go to the building that's close where the car is, but not all the buildings.
Yes.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you say that.
But I would still call and turn it in because you never know.
I hear you.
What if they find somebody later and I put them on the investigation and it saved a life?
Yeah. No, I hear that. Listen, you're fantastic.
And I already wasted an hour, so why not?
I can't waste an hour. You're fantastic. You got my number. Holler at you later. Have a good night.
Bye. This is cool.
All right. Love it. I think many of you would not do that. Everybody got to do what you got to do. Me, I'm too impatient. I ain't knocking on doors. I'm not doing all that. There's no way. Okay. So let's check the text line. I want to see if we have Tina is very nice. She's very, very nice. Okay. I think we had Yost Malone wanting to get in. Hold on. Let me go ahead. Maybe he's not ready. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to go to the second topic. Oh, there's Yost right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what Yost Malone is a friend of the show. Now, he also has a channel on YouTube. He's an avid baseball fan. I know he goes to a lot of stadiums and things like that. We might be catching the game here in St. Louis. Hopefully, that would be awesome. Let's go ahead and bring him in on the show, see what story he has to share with us. Yo,
hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
How are you?
Look at this basement, though. Look at this.
Dude, let's go. I love it. I got to get the lights, man. I was telling my girl, like, listen, let's talk for a minute. So I got these colored lights. I want to go like that, but I want to bring in some other lights, you know, like you have. I think it looks really cool, man. I like that.
I got a new camera, so I'm trying it out. But anyways, I got a quick story. So it's when I first started with DoorDash.
Okay.
And it was during the pandemic. It was a Popeyes order. So number one, shouldn't have took it.
Oh, Lord.
As soon as I get the order, the lady texted me and said, hey, could you check my food to see if it's right? Like to go in her food. I was like, nope. Yes. She said, can you check the food to see if it's right? Yes. She said
Popeyes
that.
doesn't seal the bags, though.
They sealed it. I don't know what they did. I'm not going in her food though to check if she has an extra wing or something.
What was your response to her?
I was like, due to the pandemic, I can't check it, blah, 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 blah. So I get there and her sons come out. It was this two dudes. I was like, those must be your sons. Give them the food, check my ratings. The next day I got 1 star because I wouldn't check her food.
So you know what? So she probably, a lot of these places, Popeyes especially, they want extra honey. Maybe they got extra biscuits. They ordered extra wing and they've had problems before. And they faulted you, even though it's not your fault. So they probably did miss something and you get the 1 rating and that sucks.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I was like, what? I was trying to check. And I was like, I got faulted. I was like, that's it. And so I never go to Popeyes anymore. My next one's when very first night I started. It was a $3 order. That's what I get for not learning this stuff.
Yost, hold on, Yost. Hold on, Yost.
Clown order. Clown. That was when I first started. Clown.
Yost Malone. Hold on.
Clown. So I definitely know no tip, no trip is definitely what I'm on. And so he put the pin in like the middle of the road somewhere. So it was a Subway order, which I shouldn't go to anyway. Mm-hmm. It was at the Ford plant, which is not too far away from me. So Ford's big around here. It took 40 minutes to find this guy because he couldn't give me the direct. Yes.
And he had no delivery instructions. He didn't give you instructions like go to this part of the parking lot or whatever.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible, bro. I was like, nope, never again. If it takes 5 minutes too long, it's on the sign and you ain't getting your food.
No, well, you could, if you get to a spot and it's leave at the door, you could hit that 5-minute timer and then take a picture of where you left it. You'll still get paid because I think some customers don't understand how their food is going to get to them. They think it's magic. They think they're going to order it and we'll just figure it out and not realizing, hey, you work in a big building. You used the PIN location versus actual address. You didn't say what entrance. Some people just don't get it. And as somebody that a $3 order is going to be a customer that doesn't respect you anyway. Right. Absolutely. So like now we know, we live and we learn. So
it was as bad, bro. That was like my first like 2 weeks. I was like, man, this sucks. And then crazy, finding different channels and say, you don't have to take those orders. I'm like, you don't have to take those orders. Acceptance rate does not matter. It does not matter.
But we don't know that going in. So we're always in the beginning, right? The first few shifts, first few weeks, maybe it's a month, depending on how you learn about the gig apps, whether it's through Facebook groups, YouTube, friends, whatever. You don't know. I did Postmates and I was taking trash all day on that app because I didn't know. And I did DoorDash in the beginning. I was taking orders because I thought maybe I needed to, right? And once you learn what your value, then it's a game changer. You could double or triple your money most of the time, I think. So
absolutely. I got a question for you though. Have you seen other Dashers be extremely rude to their wait staff or like the restaurant staff?
I have. And
I'm like, what are you doing? And people going behind the counter to get orders. I'm like, it makes us all look bad. Yeah. When you're somewhat respectful to them, they will like make your food ahead of somebody else's. I keep telling people that's hey, be nice. Yeah. And they're just this is supposed to be ready at 1:55. It's 2:00. I'm like, they can be busy. I know.
I've seen it, man. I've seen it. It's kind of cringeworthy. And I'll be honest, between you and I and everybody watching, there's been times I haven't been always the nicest. If it's like in the drive-through and they're like, they're being rude to me. Sometimes I'm not always like super, super nice, but 99% of the time I try to really treat these workers, these merchants, these managers, these hostess, the servers, whoever, with respect, because I did that job for a while. I managed restaurants. I was a server before, a bartender. So like I know what it's like to be busy. But I do see, to your point of Dashers walking in, I think one of the rudest things I think, and this is some advice to you new people out there, this is what you shouldn't do, okay? You shouldn't walk into an establishment and they say hi to you and your response to that is you shove you shove your phone in their face. That is very rude, right? You should never do that. Now, if they say hi to you, who do you have today? And I say, oh, I'm here for Yost. And they ask you, well, can I see the phone? I want to make sure. Then you can show them. You still don't shove it in their face, but you could look at it together. You're going to have that sometimes. But we as Dashers should never just say nothing and just show them the phone. It's very rude. Karma's going to catch up to you. And you can actually be rated by these merchants. And if you're rude enough, they can actually make sure you don't get orders from that store. So that could affect your money. So you got to be kind out here, guys. Like Yost is saying, like, we got to be nice. You got to, treat them well. They're going to usually treat you well back, I think.
And I appreciate you having me on, man. It's been a pleasure.
Always, man. Hey, real quick. So how are the Brewers doing so far? I know you guys are doing way better.
They're doing good. They're doing good. They're first place. We're killing it. What happened to them Cubs, man?
Yeah, we have nobody. We have nobody on our team. Like, we have nobody.
It's looking rough for at least the Reds are terrible. So you're at least got that same.
We're in a whole other rebuild. We're probably 5-6 years out from even contending for the possible playoffs. But the last time we were this bad, it took us a couple of years, and we got Chris Bryant and Rizzo and signed some free agents, and then we won in 2016. So I'm optimistic, but this year we're going to have one of the bottom 5 records in all of baseball, probably. So.
The Royals aren't doing too well either. It's
no,
bad.
They're not.
The Royals are doing bad. So at least I got a team I can cheer for. So. Now we're gonna have to catch a Cubs-Cardinals game or a Cubs-Brewers game.
We got to do something. Yeah, I don't go to a lot of games. I used to go to a lot more games. I'm probably going to catch 1 or 2 this year. We have each other's contact. We'll definitely talk about it. So
absolutely. Well, enjoyed it. Hey, man, you have the best Sunday Night Live by far. It gets your week right, y'all. I'm Pedro didn't pay me today. I'm telling the truth. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
I appreciate you so much. This is why I picked Sunday. It's why I picked this slot. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It means a lot to me, and I love the shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah, subscribe.
Love, bro. Talk to you later, man.
All right, talk to you later.
Yost Malone, man. I got to get to know that guy more. He seems just like a fun dude. Like, I would love to catch a baseball with Yost Malone. That would be fun. Okay. Worst delivery stories. Let's go ahead and get to the live chat. I want to get to the comments right here as well and see what we got. The second topic we had for this evening, if I can't find it here, was, and I'll share a quick story with you guys, and then I'll get into the comments, okay? Why I'm being told drivers take $2 and $3 offers. Now, you guys know I don't ever think it's a good idea to do that. But I'm all ears, and I'll listen. So what I'm hearing in the comments, and some people text me and email me, I get stuff from you guys every day. It's very humbling. I appreciate it. I read and see everything. Some people are telling me, hey, if it's $1 or if it's $3 and it's a mile, I'll take it if it's slow. I get it, because the justification is, hey, I'm making $3, where I can sit there for 15 minutes and make $0. So I understand that, because $3 is $3. Maybe for you, it's half a gallon of gas. Maybe it's your lunch money for that day. Maybe it's whatever, a pack of smoke. It's $3. You could do things with $3. But what I don't understand and what I don't agree with is we're enabling, and there's always going to be somebody that's going to take it eventually, but we're enabling the behavior of a customer backing tips out, not respecting you. Plus, you're setting yourself up for a bad address, bad delivery instructions, customers saying they didn't get their food, a bad rating, because most of the time, your bad ratings, your contract violations, your worst DoorDash delivery stories are going to be from customers that didn't tip you. That's all. You guys know how I feel about it. And if you're new here, I got 1,000 videos talking about the clowns that take $2, $3 orders. We've all been there, but we have to evolve out of the clown suit needs to come off. The makeup comes off after a while. The nose gets thrown away, and we understand our value, and we don't do those orders. And anybody on YouTube saying that that's okay, I'll send you one of these. And next time you make a video, I want you to wear it. The next time you say that you're going to keep a $2 order on the stack, I want you to wear this nose. I'm the big brother on YouTube. We cannot do that. We're costing ourselves money. We're giving bad advice. That's my rant. Topic 3, Mother's Day. Let's see. Share a Mother's Day story with us. I'll share a quick one with you guys. I've talked about my Mother's Day a little bit earlier, just for a second. So this was my girlfriend, Madison. We have a almost 10-month-old Ruby. Many of you guys know that. it was her first Mother's Day. So yesterday, I bought a couple canvases, like small little canvases, like 8x10s at Target. Got some finger paint, some paintbrushes. I took Rumi down in the office yesterday, and I had her do some finger painting on one canvas, and then I put her foot and hand in the paint, and she did a foot imprint and a hand imprint. And then we wrote on the back of the canvas a little note for her, or I did. And that's what we gave her as a Mother's Day gift, along with some other things. So that's my Mother's Day story today. Madison really liked that, and we hung up those things in a part of the kitchen. They look kind of cool. My mom came over for lunch. We had Olive Garden. That's what she likes. We had a great, not lunch, it was kind of dinner, 4 o'clock. So that was my Mother's Day. I saw my mom. I spent time with my girls today. We went on a walk. We had breakfast together. It was just a great day. So shout out to all the moms out there. Put in the comments, or we could talk in the StreamYard. Share a good Mother's Day story. What does Mother's Day mean to you? I think a lot of these holidays are like Hallmark. I call them Hallmark holidays. You know, the Hallmark Corporation makes these holidays so they can make money on cards. It is what it is. But moms need a day. They need more than a day. Moms are important to the fabric of growing up and all that. And I couldn't have this channel. I couldn't have my energy that I have some days without my daughter's mother, because she's so great at what she does and allowing me to do what I enjoy doing, that, you know, being a mom and how she does it is more than just being a mom to Ruby, our daughter. It's also allowing me to be the kind of father that I want to be, that I think is good, the leader of the family, and working really hard and trying to build something and being the breadwinner while she's taking care of the house, if that makes sense. And it works for us. So big shout out to her. She's upstairs. I hear her walking around. And big shout out to all the moms that are here tonight. Big shout out to my mom. So that's that. Now, real quick, we'll talk about the 3 channels. I'll put those up. 3 channels this week. The first one is Rideshare Rodeo. Go check them out. You guys can put put links in if you like. The second one is a kind of an Instacart, young KK Vlogs. She's real cool, high energy, really like her. And the third one is a new podcast that me and my dear friend Hannibal is Hungry will be having. It'll be on YouTube, but it's also going to be an audio podcast on all the places you can find podcasts. June 8th is going to be the first one. We'll be giving you guys little teasers here and there every Wednesday, leading up until Wednesday, June 8th. Go subscribe to that channel. We're going to give you guys content that's not gig related. Okay, we're going to be talking about a lot of other topics, sports and music, our love for hip hop, our love for our families, being a father, being a man in this day and age. We're going to talk about hot topics, celebrity things. We'll talk about sports. Said it already. Sometimes it might relate to gig stuff because we are guys that work in the gig economy, but it's not going to be a gig economy podcast or channel. So go check that out. Hit that subscribe. We're going to give you guys. I'm a pretty passionate dude. Y'all know that. I bring the energy. I bring my opinion. So if you think I'm opinionated on this channel, you ain't seen nothing yet. The Pedro and Hannibal podcast. That's the name that we came up with. And, that name could change. It might turn into something else, but it's a good start. So, all right. So let's go ahead and check the comments here. See if we have anybody else that wants to jump in on the text line. Let's see. 63107. Okay. Chesterfield, I got a button. Love it. Okay. Nova Dasher. Let me send Nova Dasher the link and see if he can come in. I'm sure he has a good story because he's somebody that's out there grinding. So let me go ahead and get in here, copy that, and send it to Nova and see if he'd like to join us on the StreamYard. Okay, here we go, Nova. Let's check the chat out. Vincenti Pedro, put the name of each video caller on the screen. Put the name of each video caller? What do you mean? Did I not do that? What up, John? What's up, man? You went out on a limb for that podcast name. I know, right? Gig Lebowski, what's up, man? How are you? I know we went out on the limb. So we talked about the Cuddle Bros. We threw around a few other names, but that's what we kind of settled on. And to start, but we could change it. I think, as we do this podcast and as we're talking and you guys are watching, and I think the name could evolve into something else organically as the channel becomes what it becomes. But I thought it's kind of funny, right? Yeah. Yeah, you have to add your own name in there. Krista, what up? I honestly just filled the drink. Don't see why it's such a big deal. Krista, I agree with you 100%. Everybody will do their own thing, but man, listen, sometimes you got to set your ego to the side. And that's saying a lot coming from me. Most of these places, I'm going to give you guys a quick scenario because customer service should be important, right? Let's say you get a Wingstop order because Wingstop's one of the places that's notorious for wanting us to make drinks, right? Let's say they're busy. They don't know when that driver's coming. So do you want them to make the Pepsi and have the Pepsi be iced watered down for the customer? Or is it okay for them to hand you a cup and you make the drink and it literally takes 6 seconds? I know how to handle food. I know what not to touch. I know not to put my hand in the. I don't mind it. I'm going to make it and keep it pushing. I'm not going to argue. I think some of us allow our egos and pride to get in the way too much and feel like that's their job. I get it. I don't mind making a drink. I just don't. Now, if they're sitting on their butt and it's not busy and they want me to make 4 or 5 drinks, I might say, hey, hold on. Could you make those? And I might say that. But if they're busy, yeah, I'm trying to keep good relations with these merchants. I'm trying to keep it pushing. So each situation can be different. But at the end of the day, I've heard and seen people say, nope, I don't make drinks. And then they drop the order and it's paying $12. I mean, it's crazy to me. It's my opinion. And you guys know I'm opinionated. So the Pedro and Hannibal podcast, we'll be talking about topics, and I'm going to be making some of y'all hate me because you're going to disagree with some things I say about things that we talk about. But I'm okay with that because I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. Okay. Lebowski, what up? Henry, what up? Raider Casper. All right, let's go ahead and see I'll see when Doordash comes in if he does. Roy's Critter Corner says, man, I will stir those non-tipper drinks with my You can't do that, Roy. Sorry. Bad idea. Bad advice, Roy. Bad advice. What up, Mike? I've had to make a couple of drinks this week. I don't mind it at all. Neither do I. I think there's gray areas. You know, if there's 20 drinks they want me to make, probably not going to do that unless it's a banger order. But the other day I was at Wingstop. It was 2 drinks, and it made sense because they don't want the drinks to get watered down. It literally, to make the 2 drinks, I think I counted in my head. It was 10 seconds. Lid, grab 2 straws, put it on the side of the bag where the sticker's at, and I'm on my way, and I'm making money, right? So let's go ahead and bring Doordash in. Let's see what story he has. I'm sure it's probably a pretty good one. Looks like he's in his car. He's a hustler. If you guys don't know, I'm going to give you a quick intro. Doordash has a really good channel, high energy. He knows what he's talking about. I think he's well past 1K subscribers. Let's go ahead and bring him in the show. Nova, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Thank you. No, I'm actually grabbing some late dinner here. I'm on my other job. So I've been stuck in this drive-through for like 2 hours, man. It's awful.
Are you crazy? Really?
No, it's not 2 hours. It felt like 2 hours, but it's been a while. But basically, my worst story, it was probably about a year ago.
Okay.
Right? And it was a grocery order from Safeway, right? It said like $15 1 mile. And I was like, okay. I've never done one before. $15 1 mile. Let's go. Let's do it, right? I was hyped. I get to the little lady, or you know, if you do one, you go inside and then you find the people, right? And then you say, hey, I'm picking up for so and so. And they said 1 item. But that was like 1 basket or whatever they want to call them. It was like 100 different things. And it had this note that it said the dasher must be willing to go into this person's house and set it on the counter because the person's disabled.
Okay.
Right. And it had it like all in caps. So the girl was like, are you sure? Because 4 people I found assigned already. And I was like, okay, I mean, it's only 1 mile. How bad could it be? Right. So I'm thinking, whatever. I load everything up. I'm like 5 minutes away. The person is texting me. He said, hey, just so you know, you have to bring everything into my house, or I'm going to report you basically, and I was like, okay, well, little hostile, but okay, I get it.
Right.
So, I started unloading, and it was an older gentleman who was like, in like a walker, but his house smelled like cat piss. Like it was disgusting.
I've been
it looked like an episode of Hoarders. Have you ever seen the show where there's just stuff everywhere? Yeah. And I was like, oh man, what did I sign up to? And he was so specific about where he wanted certain things. So like the people at Safeway already knew him, so they packaged everything perfectly. And I was just there, like he had ordered. I'm not making this up. Probably like 24 packs of soda, like a bunch of water. Like this man was, and I guess he orders once a week. And I don't know. I don't think he can go through it all like that. But and he was just like me mugging me the entire time, and then like it was just at first he wanted me to take off my shoes, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. That's weird. Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then he was like, if you don't want to, you can use some of the bags, like the bags from the grocery order. And I was like,
he wants to take his shoes off, but he's living in filth.
Yeah. But hey, it was his master. I guess he was used to it, Wow. So and then at the end, when it was all said and done, no tip. No tip. All base pay. $15.25. All base pay.
What's the store?
Safeway.
Safeway. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they have those in St. Louis, but
no, I've heard of it. We don't have them.
It's just like another grocery chain.
Right.
But it was like after that.
Again?
No, I would never. I would never. And it was funny because to this day, sometimes the ping looks familiar, like the map looks familiar, and I'm like, there's no way. I'm not doing those.
So let me ask you a question. So this guy doesn't care for whatever, right? Let's say that order comes in, and by looking at the map, it's okay, that same amount of items, you gotta walk it in, put it on the counter, but it's paying $50. You take it then?
That's tough, man. $50
for 1 mile?
For 1 mile? I probably do that. I'm not gonna lie. I do it.
I'll gladly for $50 1 mile. I'll walk some food in. I'll walk some bags in.
Yeah. I think the only thing I don't like about the grocery orders is that they're not truthful about the item. So it'll say 1 or 2 items, but I think they count them as like trays or whatever. So I thought it was 1 item, like literally 1 item, and I couldn't see what it was. So then I felt like like they kind of did me dirty a little bit, which is but. Yeah, even today, like there was peak pay in my area all day long, right? But I'm like, I'm not gonna deliver at $6.25 because that's basically at $3.25 with no tip on it, So, and I know so many dashers that are like, oh, but $6.25 1 mile, I'll do that. But I'm like, or I can just wait a little longer and then get a $9.25 that is really $6.25.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I feel like you might have issues with customers like that, and things of that nature. But that was definitely one of my worst days.
Man, I think we both, for the most part, can do okay with these apps. I think we have some weeks that are better than others, but like we have to be selective. We have to be patient. I think we both work in pretty busy markets for the most part, right? But like you talked about the peak pay. Like, I'm not going to take $6.25 because I'm going to be looking for $9.25, $10.25.
Exactly.
Dinner time or lunchtime, you got to be. The peak pay to me is just a bonus. I'm not going to adapt, change my philosophy.
Yeah.
Peak pay.
I hear you, man. And it's funny today that I'm gonna drop the video tomorrow, but I rarely go to this restaurant called Tet's Bulletin. I don't know if you guys have that out there. It's like a fancier silver diner or IHOP, And I never go there because they're really slow. It's more of a sit down type, right? And today that was all I was getting, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go here, but all the orders are tipping, and I'm like, and they're either gonna crank the orders out or they're super backed up. One of the two, So I get there and it's just like a mixture of the two. There's normal people waiting, there's dashers, and I'm like, man, do I want to wait? But it got to the point where peak pay oversaturated my market. I'm like, I have to wait for it. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely an interesting day for sure.
Be good. I like the peak pay that just happens, where it's like you throw an extra dollar because there's not enough drivers or whatever. But the ones that are kind of
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think when the demand is there is great, but as soon as the demand goes down, you're just chilling, waiting, and it's just the worst for me. It just kills my mood,
Absolutely. Hey, brother, I appreciate you coming on. Be safe driving home. Enjoy your dinner, my friend.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, talk to you later. Guys. Love it. Nova Dasher, check them out. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Let me see. We are about what time is it? 10. It's already 11 o'clock. Have we been vibing for 2 hours? It seems like it's been 30 minutes. All right. I'm liking the StreamYard so far. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. I'll look back on the replay. But I think we need to place our order. It's already 11 o'clock. I feel like it's about that time. Okay. Dude needs to close his YouTube. It isn't Pedro. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Dude needs to close his YouTube. It isn't Pedro. I'm Pedro. I'm Pedro right here. Pedro, are you going to order food tonight? Oh, Mike, yes. We're just talking about that right now. Okay. So it's 11 o'clock where I'm at. It might be midnight where you guys are at. Let's go ahead and open the apps out. And don't forget, hit the thumbs up. I don't know how many likes we're at, but like the stream for you, boy. So let's go ahead and open up Let me see. Is there an echo, or I think it was Nova Dasher that brought in the echo, I think. Let me know in the chat. Is there an echo right now, or are we sounding okay? Thumbs up if it sounds okay. Let's go ahead and open up the Uber Eats app. We ordered Uber Eats last week. I tried to order ice cream. I didn't get it because they didn't have it. And then I added on a $5 pizza. It was the worst pizza I've ever had in my life from 7-Eleven. And I got my girlfriend some snacks, and those came. So I wanted ice cream, didn't get it, and I wound up getting the two things that really I just added on. Let's see what we can get tonight. We have a 40% off up to $20. For Mother's Day? Let's see the offer. Enjoy 40% off up to $20. Find something for your mom. Claim promo. I mean, I'm going to use that promo. Let's go ahead and claim it. Shop now. But I wonder if this is only for like flowers. Let's see. Convenience store, Walgreens. Okay. So it's giving me convenience store options to get 40% off. Let me see. Did somebody say the audio was bad with a no? Okay, we're good now. Okay, appreciate it, guys. So currently unavailable. Everything's unavailable. Opens at okay. CVS, Huck's Market. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. So what are we gonna get tonight? What are we gonna get now? Yesterday or last week, the last 2 weeks, we've done pizza stuff, and they've been really bad. I can order Alicia's Pizza. It's actually really close. I think they might still be open, and we can do a pizza review on Alicia's. What do you guys think? So we got Alicia's Pizza right here. It's actually down the street from the Papa John's that I ordered from. And then there's a 7-Eleven. Like, all these things are really close. So we should get it pretty quickly. I believe. So right now it's saying 45 to 55 minutes. Wow. That is crazy. Why so long? It's up the street. I feel like we're going to get pizza. I mean, I eat a lot of pizza, but I love pizza. So let me see here. I was hungry. Somebody says, look at this comment, guys. I was hungover this morning. Let's just let that sit there. I think many of us can relate. I know I can relate to that. Is that Leo SG61? I've been there, my friend. Trust me. So Bobby says, hold up. Pedro. Bobby says, Pedro, you know damn well you ain't getting what you're about to order anyway. Listen, man, don't give me that bad vibes, bro. Order from Pizza Place one time to compare. Hey, Pedro, do you use the app to calculate your miles? Do you use an app to calculate your miles? I use an app to total my miles, but not to calculate my miles. But I think that's the same thing, right? All right, so let's go ahead and put in give me 1 second here. Let's go ahead and put in a new banner I haven't put in yet. We're doing it right here. Where's it at? Oh, Lord. Live order time, guys. I was trying to prepare this live stream. I appreciate the 256 that are watching. Hit the thumbs up. They don't bite. Okay, so let's try this pizza delivery order, because we could stay on till it'll be a 3-hour stream. We'll get the order and I'll take a bite and we'll call it a night. So let's go ahead. You guys know I don't eat meat. I know I'm lame like that, but let's get I want to get something, not just cheese, but let's do a medium cheese. Let's do a medium, and I'm going to add something on it. What do we get on this? What should we get? 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 Yeah, Stride app's a good one. There's a Gridwise. There's all kinds of apps, guys. Okay. Mushroom and black olive, maybe? Mushrooms, $1.95 for some mushrooms? Look at this. $2 per topping. That's a little high, isn't it? Anchovies? No, I'm good. I don't eat meat. That chicken, so we need one. Let's see. Pepperoncinis, anchovies. Oh, Lord. Black olive and mushroom. We'll do black olive and mushroom. $14.89. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get. Do we need anything else? Let's see. We'll get a little bit of that. All right. View cart. Let's see. $15.89. Go to checkout. Do I need any soda? No, I'm good. No thanks. Okay. We're going to do priority delivery. So as you see here, for $1.99, I can. Right now it's telling me 45 to 55 minutes. I think this is probably going to go to 40 to 50 minutes. It's probably going to save us a little bit of time. Exactly. 40 to 50 minutes. So we'll do that for $1.99. So right now we're at already $22.63. Let me repeat that. A 12-inch pizza with 2 toppings We haven't even gotten to the tip. $22.63. Let's go down. Let's break down the fees. My subtotal is $15.89. Taxes and fees went down to $4.30. You saved $2.78 because I have Uber One. It's like Dash Pass for Uber. Priority delivery, $1.99. Oh, okay. So the delivery would have been $3.98, but because I have the Uber One, the fees taken out, but then I added a $1.99 fee. Temporary fuel surcharge, 45 cents. Sometimes on Uber, you'll see a regulatory fee of $1 or $1.50. You don't see that here. Sometimes you do. It depends on the merchant. So let's hit next. And you guys know, this is the part of the show where we put our clown nose on. Because there are miserable, with a capital M. Some customers do tip in cash, especially with pizza. I get it. Those customers are exempt. The customers that don't tip in cash, but we don't know that as drivers, so you can't gamble. This is for them. Because this is what they do. It already suggests a tip of 20%. Now, hey, whatever. Tip 10, 25, 30, custom. Hey, if you don't want to tip 20, you want to just tip $1 or $2, that's cool. You're not miserable. But to all the customers that are watching on a replay or watching right now, or the drivers that take these orders, this is what happens. The customer has to type in, they have to hit custom and they have to hit 0. We should never do that. We should never deliver to those human beings. I don't care if it's going a foot. Know your worth. I need you guys to trust me on that. You don't take $2, $3 orders, okay? So we're going to leave a $10 tip because that's just a stand. That's what I tip. And this place is not, look, I try to put a $100 tip in and it's not allowed. It says you can tip up to $45.26 through the app. You can always tip more in cash. Okay, it's cool. We're going to tip $10. So it's going to cost me $32 for a pizza. Crazy, right? Let's go ahead and hit save and place order. And I'll hide my address. The order is being placed, placing order. Now, I believe they should be open till I think 1 or 2 in the morning. So hang tight, order received. There we go. So that means they're still open. They received the order. Let's see how long it takes. It says arriving at 11:45. So it's basically taking 42 minutes to get here. Okay, not bad. I have to leave it at the door. I'm looking at my delivery instructions. I say, please leave in the front porch by the door. Service priority, all that stuff there. As you can see, this is where the customer should be leaving things. Oh, there we go. Uber Eats. Alicia's Pizza is preparing your order. Ooh, cool. So I think I'm going to get this order actually before 11:45. What do you guys think? I'll stay in the live chat with you guys. I'll give you guys updates on this order. Okay. Let's see. Let's check the vote. 486 people have voted. Do clowns take $3 orders? Y'all know me, man. I listen. I'm super repetitive. I know some people don't agree with it, but I do that for a reason. Do clowns take $3 orders? Let's see what the survey results say. 487 votes. 79% of you guys say yes, and 21% say no. I would love to have conversations with the 21%. Appreciate you guys voting. Let's see what we got in the live chat. Oh, Gigs, wait, how much did he tip? I tipped $10. People have been tipping in my market. What up, Jeff? What up, Joe? Who? What is Bravo in here? What up, Bravo? We got cricket mode. Bravo, need $7 for $1,500 for the week. Nice week, man. Nice. How much did you work? Because we shouldn't work too much. And how much did that $1,500 profit? Have you tried their pizza before? Yogi, I have. I don't love Alicia's. Alicia's is a thin crust pizza. It's going to be dependent upon the person making the pie. And which in a lot of places, that's how the quality of the ingredients is pretty fine. But sometimes they cook it too long. They don't cook it enough. We'll see. If this pizza comes hot and fresh, I think it could taste okay. We'll find out. I'll give you guys a 1 out of 10. I'll let you guys know what to do. We'll do a 1-bite review as soon as we get it. YM, what up? What up? Eric, what up? Candace, what up? Let's see. If we got any messages we can put in here. Roy Shake Sodas. And for those of you that don't know, Roy will be Roy. Changed his channel name to Roy's Critter Corner. So Roy has a channel. He's got these scorpions, and I believe he's getting maybe snakes or something. I don't know what he's got going on over there. Looks interesting. If you like animals, critters, spiders, tarantulas maybe, scorpions, things like that, right? Go check them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some banners up of some things that we've been talking about today. Don't forget, I need you guys to bet on yourself. That's the text line right there if you want to text in any questions. We can do a little live Q&A if you guys want the live chat. We were talking about worst delivery stories. We had some people come in on the StreamYard, use the StreamYard for the first time. I think it's working out okay. We have the gig conference coming July 30th. This conference is the inaugural gig conference. It's going to be held in St. Louis, Missouri, in my town where I live. July 30th, 2 p.m. It's a Saturday. It's going to be a free event. For those of you that cannot make it, we will be live streaming the entire event. We'll have games, giveaways, live entertainment, free food. RSVP at Mr.BetonYou81@gmail.com. I'll repeat that. Mr.BetonYou81@gmail.com to RSVP. We have about 81, 82 people that have already RSVP'd. I think this event could be 100 people, and that would be well more than I thought we'd ever get. It's going to be fun. And for those of you that can't make it, based on maybe it's a money issue, maybe it's you got other things going on, maybe you don't want to come, you can watch live. We'll live stream the whole thing. So know that that's coming, okay? Let's see. I'll put in the email right here, actually, so I can create a new banner, can I? Look at that. Look at me. I'm learning, guys. We're learning together. Let's see. See if I got that right. Yep. So that's the email right there. I'll leave it up for a little while. That's where you want to RSVP. I'm asking for RSVP so we can plan this event accordingly. I can make it the best possible event for you guys. And if I just have people showing up, it's harder to make that event possible for you guys. So this is an inaugural thing. We're doing it for the first time. I'm trying to give you guys different kinds of content, trying to bring the community together in a very unique way. A lot of us know each other through the live chats, through the comments, through StreamYards, coming in on other channels, which is cool. We could agree, we can disagree about topics, we can call each other clowns, we could dog each other, we could high five, we could hug, all those things, right? Virtually. But now we get to do it in person if you want to come, right? So that's going to be, I'll leave that up for a little while. Okay, let's see what we got here. Live Q&A. If you guys got any questions you'd like to be, that you have, I will answer them now, gig related or not. And let's see how long this pizza takes to get here. What up, Holly? How are you, savvy shopper? Pedro, do you do alcohol deliveries? Earl, I do. In my market, I do them. I probably do, I'd say within a week's time, maybe a dozen. I'd say about 12 sometimes, 10, 12 a week. I do them. I don't mind scanning the ID. Usually there's some decent tips on those. Sports content, bro. Vinsanity. That's going to be on the, I don't know if you're talking about me. Me and Hannibal will have a podcast. We'll be talking some sports stuff, yeah. Aaron says, why on earth would you take anything less than $6? Hey, man. I mean, you're kind of preaching to the choir there. We can't dog each other without getting flagged. Sensitive Zoomer. We can dog each other. We can have playful banter as long as it's respectful. Yeah, I do. I hear you. I don't mind doing them. I would say I did my I did my first ever shop and pay at Total Wine. It was cool. I've done some where I just pick it up, but sometimes you got to shop for the alcohol, and I did it because I wanted to test it out, and it was all right. So put your questions in the live chat, guys, and I'll put them up on the screen. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I have no idea how many thumbs up we have because with the stream, it doesn't really tell me, but consider hitting the thumbs up for you, boy. I appreciate it very much. The YouTube algorithm thanks you. What up, Pedro, my clown from another town? Look at Glenn. Glenn says, what up, Pedro, my clown from another town? Hey, sometimes I do some clown things. It's never the $2, $3 orders, but I do make mistakes. That's for dang sure. Let's see. Lindsay says, would you suggest not contacting DoorDash if you get COVID and just following CDC guidelines? Ooh, juicy topic. As you guys know, I had COVID. I contacted DoorDash. I got paid from DoorDash. There's a financial assistance. I did not work, and I waited the allotted time and it went back to work. My account was never deactivated. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's what I did. So I'll share with you what I did. That's what I did. John, bro, what are you doing, bro? What's that, a hundo? Pay this forward to someone in need. I will definitely do that. Big shout out to John McKellian. Wow. How can I do that? Let's see. I'll do that in a video this week. We'll do something with that 100. Appreciate that, man. Look, John's a stand-up dude, man. And listen, John, I got to tell you, I saw a video of you in a room with Steve and Robert and all those guys, and you're a real one, man. You were speaking facts. You were standing up for yourself. And then at the end of the video, you guys were cool. You handled it like a man. Appreciate you. Respect you, man. Thanks for paying that forward. All right. Wow, nice gift. Yeah, crazy. Mace, I think they're a group. Mace, I think they are, and I agree with you. I don't know if that Pedro. So now that Restaurant Depot is blacklisted. I hope that, yeah, can you guys block that person, please, whoever has a wrench? Yeah, I hope I answered your question. So, Pedro, so now that the Restaurant Depot is blacklisted, do you think you could do more Instacart? But Sody, maybe you haven't been watching my videos, and that's fine. But I've been doing a lot of Instacart the last 2 weeks. That's been my bread and butter. I'm actually getting decent at it. I'm learning my stores. I'm making decent money. So I'm trying to learn my patience a little bit. I'm trying to not think I know everything in my market. I bashed Instacart, but I didn't do it enough. So I'm trying it out. And actually, I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit. I start my days at 10. I start at Costco. I usually do a $30 to $50 run. I started my day the other day at a $70 run. I'm liking it. I made good money the last couple of weeks, and I did not work a lot. So I'm in the newlywed honeymoon staying with Instacart, but you know, whatever. I'm working the app. I'm learning my merchants. So would you eat a live cricket? So Roy's Critter Corner, would you eat a live cricket? I would definitely eat a live cricket if it was dipped in chocolate. I know that's a thing. I would eat a live cricket if I lost a bet, or I would do it for, I might. I've eaten worse things. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, shout out to John, man. Big shout out to John. Go check out John's channel. He's got a channel. I don't know if John, you still making some content? I don't know. I feel like it's maybe been a while, but he does have a book as well. Somebody can put that Amazon link in. I don't have it now, but he does. I think John's written 1 or 2 books. All right, let's see. Chocolate covered snails. Friend had an $8 card. So yeah, nice. Hot chip challenge. I would do that. I actually had a video several months ago. I said, hey, if we get, I think it was like 500 likes on this particular video, I'll do a hot chip challenge, but I didn't get the likes, so I didn't do the challenge. So yeah, I would do something like that just to do something fun. I don't do the accept every order challenge 24. I don't do that kind of stuff because that's like, I can't. Other people can do it, but I would do some other things just to spice it up a little bit. They nasty ate one today on video. You ate? Well, hold on. No, you didn't. I gotta watch that later. I'm gonna get a good laugh at your expense. Sorry. Ask for no crust. What's that? I don't know what that means. Any other questions? What do you guys got? Solid Peak Pay. Michael, what's up, man? How are you? You guys have a Dash Mart in near you? Yes, we do have a Dash Mart in a part of where I dash sometimes. I've been there probably a dozen times. A lot of the orders don't pay great and the miles are kind of high, but sometimes it works for me depending on where I'm trying to end up, and I'll do it. And they're actually, the pickup times are like, they're always ready. You never have to wait. I do have a Dash Mart. It's really weird building. It's not even like done all the way on the outside. And it's like, it's weird. It's just strange, but yeah, I've done them. Thanks for the super chat. Uber Eats and Instacart is so good in New York right now. Pay is so much better than DoorDash getting. Yeah. Listen, I think you bring up a great point. Thanks for the $4.99. And I've been saying this for months, right? I got DoorDash in my middle name, and that's fine. Okay. But you have to find what app customers are willing to use and pay you for in your market. And each market could be different. Whether there's a lot of factors there, right? Plus, maybe you like to shop, maybe you don't like to shop. Maybe you like to go to drive-thrus, maybe you don't. Having Instacart in my tool belt as another app right now has really helped me the last couple weeks. I'm driving less total miles. I'm finishing about 30 to 40 minutes earlier every day, and I'm making the same or even a few days more money than my goal. So I'm working less hours, driving less miles, and making, we'll call it the same money. That's fine. Who doesn't want that? Now, DoorDash some days can be good, it can be bad, but I kind of do Costco to start my day with a couple banger orders. And usually every hour has been at least $30 with Costco, the first hour or both hours combined, like $30 or maybe 60, or the other day it was 70. And then as Costco orders don't come in, I still have DoorDash on. So you have to find in your market what that mix of 2 or 3 apps is. I recommend having 2 or 3 that you're actively working a day, trying it out and seeing what times, what areas to be in, what hot zones, make your own hot zone, what time to start, where to sit, what parking lot, whatever, right? And for me, it's working out pretty good the last couple of weeks. Pedro, email or DM me on IG. Okay, at John McKillian, your mailing address for nearest post office. I'll send you a sign. Oh, bro, I would love a signed copy. I'll put a signed copy on my desk right here, my friend. I'll definitely, hold on. So that I'm going to screenshot that message and I'll hit you up. I'm taking a car in to get some work tomorrow, so I will definitely collab with you on that, man. I would love a signed copy. And actually, I would love to talk to you because I actually would love to write something myself. I'm not a writer, but like a ghostwriter, like some life things, and just I would love to do something like that. So I'd love to talk to you about that, man. Since you've done it, your expert advice would be appreciated. We'll definitely have to connect on that level. Okay, what other questions you guys got? Big ups to John McKillian. She said only Instacart and Uber Eats. Okay, why not? What's this one here? It says, why not, Gustavo, what up? Why not do the pod with Nugs, a bigger YouTuber? I don't know. Hannibal is my friend. I don't really know Nugs that well. We're friendly. We've spoken. But me and Hannibal we're going to have a great podcast. That's why. For me, it's not going to be, I like to get views. I like, if we can monetize that other channel and makes money on the podcast, that'd be fantastic. But I'm really looking forward to just making content with him because of the conversations we can have and that won't be gig related. So yeah, good question though. How do you do? What does it say? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to do all these. Okay, I'll check. Thank you. Hold on. Somebody said, how do you do something with a bag? Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Give me a second. What up, Taqueen? Instacart was busy. I bet it was, man. I'm really learning to like Instacart, man. I'm liking it right now. I'll change my mind if something bad happens, but I should send Pedro a signed base. I'll take a signed baseball, Yost. I'll put it over here, bro. What up, Big Lebowski still in the house, man? Oh, how do you get DoorDash? Oh, well, here we go. This is from Solo Life. How do you get DoorDash catering orders? So you can be invited to that program if you have certain metrics or you have to have certain ratings. I think some markets, it'll depend on if they have enough drivers already for that. I've never been invited, but I will say this. I get DoorDash drive orders. I get what I look to be catering orders. I show them. I had a $170 order that paid me $40-something this past week. I've had $250 pizza orders that paid me $45 because I'm part of the pizza program. I think, I don't know. You could reach out to DoorDash. I've never done any of that stuff. When the pizza program came to my market and they asked me to take pictures, I did it. And then I get some decent pizza orders sometimes. You get the trash, but you also get good ones. So I recommend being a part of the programs if you can, because it just allows you to have more opportunities that'll come to your phone. And then you take the good ones and you Kobe the trash ones. Okay, let's see. So I guess I'm trying to read everyone's I can. What up, Crazy Cajun? I'll put this message up. Hey, Pedro, just wanted to say thank you for all the advice you've given me from day one. I used DoorDash to better myself and to start my new job. Hey, man, you're welcome, bro. That's a big part of this channel, right? Yost Malone's a huge baseball fan, guys. If you guys didn't know. Pedro, did you see the Dasher who caused? Let's see this one. Richard, what up? Pedro, did you see the Dasher who caused the Jerry Jones car accident? No, I did not. I did not hear about that. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys? That's wild. I hope he's okay. How many vending machines do you have? I have 2 right now. Krista, have a good night. What do you got here? We'll put a comment up. Okay, I got to get up early. Hope your pizza isn't missing toppings. Good night. Yeah, I know, right? Have a good one. Appreciate you for being in here. Angelique still in the house. We got Jeff in the house. Dash and Grandpa says, I'm 97% sure I'll be at the conference. Ooh, 97%. That is, hold on. That is a big That's a big percentage, 97%. You got to give yourself some wiggle room. I appreciate that because we all got families, things happen. I do know Dash and Grandpa said he'd come. I know Gig Lebowski. Hannibal's Hungry is coming. Slavic. I'm missing one or two other content creators, but I know there are some content creators that have reached out and said they'd come. I'm going to be reaching out, and I have been reaching out to other people to see if they'd like to be a part of it, so they can be a part of the experience. You guys, could meet some of the content creators that you might like. So yeah, I'm trying to make this as big as we can. So, and Nugs isn't a kid; he's 21. I wouldn't say Nugs is a kid; he's a man. Love my drive orders. Yeah, Angelique, I did actually a decent drive order on Petco. It was 3 orders for Petco, 12 miles the other day, paying me $33. I took it. It was at like 3 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I didn't have to shop for it. A few heavy bags of food, but I don't mind the weight on stuff like that. So let's see. Let's read this one here. What do you do with leave it door orders when it's raining and the food is in a paper bag? Great question, Lindsay. So for me, it depends. Is there a way I can open a storm door and put it between 2 doors and it doesn't get wet at all? If there's nowhere at that particular address that I can put it and the customer hasn't answered the phone, then, I'll reach out to support and see what they want me to do. But I usually will call the customer if I realize there isn't a place to keep it dry. But a lot of houses will have a storm door, the food's in a porch, something like that. If I feel like very confident that the bag's not going to be compromised in any way, I'll just leave it at the door like normal and let them know or give them a call. That's what I do. Okay. So Gig Lebowski says, hold on, I'm trying to get good at this for you guys. Hold on. He says Tesla rental or not. So Gig Lebowski, I've looked into it, but I haven't taken all the steps. I'm going to make a video on it probably this week though. Bears chat. What's that mean? Driven Dad's here. What up? Pedro, I'll be there as of this moment. When you got as many kids as I do, nothing can be. Yes, absolutely, Tony. I appreciate that, man. I love to see you, bro. Nugs, latest run-on video it's a good one of insanity. I've told Nugs this many times. He knows. We've spoken about it. He's the GOAT of the entertainment on for gig tubers. Entertainment and value and giving you guys a laugh and, like entertaining and a good edit. He's the best. It's not even close. I can't make a video like Nugs. I'll give you guys different kind of content, but he knows what he's doing over there. That's why he's got a big channel. Super smart young man. Okay. So we got another. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it. Also, my family is in Illinois and I want to go visit them. So we'll plan my trip around that time. Fantastic. Even if you can just pop in. Illinois, depending on what part's not bad, you pop in. It starts at 2. You can pop in for a little while and check out the vibes. And like I said earlier, for those that can't make it, we're going to live stream the whole event anyway. So you will be able to watch it all live on YouTube. So I'm really looking forward to putting this together for you guys. Okay, this is a good little tip from 7 p.m. He says, get extra plastic bags from Taco Bell. Keep them on hand for rainy day orders. Good tip. I don't have any extra. I have 1 bag in my car, extra Aldi bag. But that's a really good tip. Dale Brown, appreciate that, man. Appreciate the $10, Dale. Was there a message you wanted to say in there too I can put up for you? Empty Walmart bags for food is great. Yeah. Okay, listen, let's talk about something for a minute. Let's check our pizza order. But let's talk about something real quick. Can anybody relate to this? Okay. I think many of you will. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's go to Uber Eats real quick and check this order. Let's track it. Oh, arriving at 11:45. Okay. So Cameron. I did priority. We found another name. I'll do. Okay. So the latest arrival will be 12:20, but it says it's arriving at 11:45. Cameron is taking care of your order today. Let's view the profile. Cameron's got face tattoos. Look at him. Good looking guy though. There you go. Cameron. He's got a big face tattoo on his cheek. All right. Only 57 deliveries. He's new. He's platinum. Day 4 on Uber Eats. So he's been hustling. 4 days and 57 deliveries is pretty good. He's got some compliments in there. Excuse me. Get that money, brother. Appreciate your hustle, man. Appreciate you bringing me my food. All right. So let's go ahead. What was I checking? Okay. Does anybody else have a drawer or some kind of like area in their house where they keep their plastic bags from whatever store you do grocery shopping, and you've got 100 bags. Can anybody relate? Let me know in the comments. He looks like Orlando Brown. A little bit, he does. Yeah, I know who Orlando Brown is. Can anybody relate? He's trying that good. Yeah, I mean, he's hustling. He's a platinum. I think diamond, so he's accepting a lot of orders. This is going to be a good one for him. I love my $10 tip. Who right now, if you're in a spot where you can check your plastic bags, how many plastic? When we moved from the apartment to the house, we had at least 100 plastic bags, and I used some of them for some moving and emptying the fridge out. But like, yeah, I can't throw it's because when we go grocery shopping, usually it's a haul of between 10 and 20 bags, right? And sometimes you get the occasional thing here or there. Does anybody else use plastic bags for like their garbage thing in the bathroom? Like, can anybody relate? Am I talking nonsense? Do you guys feel me right now? Plastic bags they're like duct tape. Let's see. Let's check the chat and see what you guys are saying here. Under the sink. Okay. Hold on. All right. He looks like, okay. As for bulk, yeah, okay. I don't do that in 1 week. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Under the sink. Yep. All right. Robert says, I'm coming. Yes. Below the sink in the kitchen. Give him, yep. Give him your card about your chat. I don't have any of the cards with me. I need to keep a few here. They're in my car right now. And it said to leave at the door. So a box in the dining room. Okay. At the grocery store, we have to use reusable canvas bags. I should be better with that. I have bags like that, but I'm really bad at it. I'm not going to lie. At Pedro, there's your first cuddle client. LOL, you're a driver. Give him the clown now. Oh, Lord. Nah, should I? No, I should leave it at the door. Next time, when I do order next week, I'll do a hand to me, and I'll give the guy a card and have a chat with him, and maybe I can't take it outside. I can't take you guys with me, but maybe I can record it with my phone and show you the playback. We can do that. Yes, I can relate. I've cut back though. You could win them small. Okay. Yep. Definitely. I have my plastic bag stuffed in another plastic bags in the store. Yes. This is a comment right here I'm talking about. Lindsay says, yep, I definitely have my plastic bags stuffed in other plastic bags in my storage closet. Lindsay, I hear you. My bag's in the bags pantry. Yep. Okay. Yep. In a milk carton under the sink. Holds 100. All right. Yep, I got a couple. All right. I keep my save the whole stickers next to the plastic bag. Love it. I love it. I believe you should get an automatic base pay bump. Let's read this comment. I believe you should get, this is from Big Al. I believe you should get an automatic base pay bump the more deliveries you've completed. Every 1,000 or something, no incentive for being a veteran. That's a good point. I think they should, and they used to do something. When DoorDash first started, I heard of like when you got to like 5K deliveries, they sent some DoorDashers money for that, like $100 or something. I've seen it. I've heard it. $500, I think it might have been in some markets. I mean, right now I'm at over 6,000. So yeah, like I think they should incentivize or reward or give something to the people, the men and women that have been doing these apps for a while, being the champions of the apps for them. But I think the reason they don't is they realize that those people that are working that hard anyway are going to do it regardless. Because they need to, they like to, they want to, they have to. So I think it's a calculated thing on their end. I think in the beginning they did it because it was a PR thing or they wanted to keep those dashers happy, but you're going to keep working, right? But I agree with you. I mean, I think it could even be like if you've got so many deliveries, you should be able to be Dash Now whenever you want. Once you hit a certain milestone, or you get an extra bump in base pay, or maybe you get priority on certain deliveries. But if they do that with the OG veterans, then the newbies would be suffering, then the newbies won't stick around, then there's less drivers out. So it's a complicated thing, right? It's a complicated thing. Good. I like that. I like what you're saying there, though. I feel that. Okay, we can see where this guy's at. Let's see. So he's actually at the Alicia's Pizza, and he's waiting on the order. So, oh, here we go. It's on the way. You're up first with priority. Cameron has your order and will leave it at the door. So now my arrival time says 11:39. So I shaved a little bit of time off. Cool. As he gets close, I might send him a text. I appreciate you, man. Tipped you on the app. Please leave it in the front. So, all right. Let's see what else we got in here. I'm going to give you guys a review of the pizza as well. Eli Esch Let's see. Eli, as fast as Dasher can come to event, Pedro? Question mark. I'll definitely invite him. I like Eli. We've spoken pleasantries. I've been in his live. He's been in a couple of mine. I respect his hustle as a young dude, man. He's out there making big things happen for himself. Seems like a real cool guy. So we'll see. I'm gonna invite a lot of people. I'm gonna invite some people that maybe you guys don't even like, but I'm gonna put the welcome mat to anybody that wants to come, because I think it could be a way to bring people together as well. So yeah, definitely. Eli lives in the best market in the country. Yeah, I think he's out in Colorado, right? Why do it? It's a business, not charity. What's a good hotel in St. Louis? Oh, we have a lot of them, Dale. So I haven't decided if the event's going to be held in like a pavilion kind of outside gazebo thing I can rent out with a barbecue and that, or it's going to be in a hotel conference room with a stage. It's going to depend on the RSVPs and the total normal count. But we have a lot. Chase Park Plaza is a really good one on on Kings Highway. We have a lot of really good Holiday Inns. It depends on your market, what you want to spend. Do you want to spend $80? There's a couple good suggestions. You could always email me. I'll put the email in. If you want to spend $200, there's a couple good ones. It depends on your price range, I think. But this is I'm going to put this banner in of the email address. You guys can email to RSVP your slot to the gig conference. Okay, so we got this guy coming in just a little while. I will leave to go get the pizza. I'll go upstairs. I'll bring it down. We'll do a review, 1 to 10. I'll give you my 1-bite review, and we'll see how this pizza is. We got a cheese pizza. Well, not cheese. We got mushrooms and black olives on it. Okay. Let's see. What do you guys think about the StreamYard? Is this experience better? Do you like the banners? Do you like that we can bring live callers in? Do you like now that I can actually invite maybe another content creator to come in and chop it up and talk about some things that are going on? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'll read a few. Fly Fish says, awesome night tonight, 150 in 4 hours. That's a fantastic night. And Pizza Hut gave me 2 brand. Listen, this right here is one of those nights you go home and you feel great. Awesome night tonight, 150 in 4 hours. That's fantastic. And he got 2 pizza bags for free. Awesome, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I like it. So John says, I love StreamYard. StreamYard is cool. Diana says, yes. Okay. How crappy was the pizza from last week? Very crappy. So, and another thing that I could be doing if I continue to kind of like this and I give you guys good value on Sunday's lives, there's another tier you could pay for on StreamYard. It allows you to give different camera angles. So I could set up a camera over there. I can put one over here. And I think it's an easy click of buttons, and then you'll see different angles and see different parts of the room. Or when I put a TV up, if I'm going to reference something, I could have a camera on the TV and you guys could, So I'm definitely thinking about doing that. But I want to test this level out first and see. Mushrooms and black olives is my favorite pizza toppings. I like it. StreamYard is nicest dashing grandpa. Which tier level you choose? Oh, I chose the middle one. So I didn't do the free one. I actually paid for it. It was like $240. You have to pay for it all at once. And there's one more tier that I think was like 420 or 440, but it gives you 3 or 4 more perk options, more camera angles, better HD quality, I think, for what you guys are seeing is one. And I think on that one, you get to have more people in the room. I think it's up to 10. I think right now I can have 6, if I'm not mistaken. What up, Henry? What up? What up? Yeah, StreamYard, go yard. Yeah. Will more finance be invited? I will probably, I'm going to invite a lot of content creators, guys. Yes, he will be invited. Who knows if he'll show up, but I'm going to invite a lot of people. Yeah. Pedro, appreciate you. Let's read this one here. Pedro, appreciate you. I've learned a lot using Doordash, working towards retirement. Started my own. Love it, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn. I know this name, Glenn. I know you've been rocking with me for a while, man. Appreciate you very much. Stepping up the streaming game. It will only continue to get better. That's what I'm working on, man. I'm trying to give you guys good content. I'm trying to up the levels up every other month or so, investing into that. Eventually, I'm going to get a new mic system here because this mic's okay, but I want to have better sound quality. I have some soundboards, but I need to do a better job of soundproofing the room, a little bit better lighting. So those things will be coming, guys. I plan on taking this channel pretty far. Okay, arriving at 11:38. So I am going to, let me see here. I'm gonna text him real quick. I'm gonna say thanks. This is a new driver. He's got 54 deliveries on Uber Eats. He's been doing it for 4 days. But we have a table and 2 chairs on our porch. So I'm going to tell him you can leave it on the table. You can leave it on the table by the chairs. I tipped you a 10 in the app. 10 in the app. Boom. There we go. So quick little message as he's rolling up. So give him good delivery instructions. Yo, appreciate that. What do you got? Robert. Was Robert Reese in here? Well, Robert Reese would have to come a long way. But yeah, he's invited too. To help a little with food at the get together. Appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that very, very much. I'll drop a little link for you guys that want to, because this is a free event. I'll be completely honest. We're not selling tickets. I'm not going to be selling merchandise there. Any content creator that does does decide to come, I'm going to let them know, hey, we're not selling merchandise. We're not selling courses. This is a conference, okay? And people are coming to this and already having to travel, maybe get a hotel, gas mileage, maybe take a couple of days off. I'm not charging for this. It's coming out of my pocket. But I will put in a Cash App link. I don't do that, but I will put it in. You guys could always send something in a super chat if you want, or you can send it via Cash App. It's totally up to you. I'm not asking for it, but I am putting on an event and I'm paying for it. So if you guys want to help in any kind of way, you can definitely hit the Cash App up. I'm gonna go ahead and actually go get the pizza. We're gonna do a review and we'll talk about one more thing. I'll be right back. If I can get out of here. Hold on. There we go. So appreciate the donations. They go a long way, guys. I'm trying to give you guys the best possible content and put this conference together for you guys that you guys can enjoy. Be right back. Okay, here we go. Let's do a reveal. Now, okay, listen. Every time. So I get out there and the guy's he's actually like walking up. So he actually just handed it to me because I opened the door. I don't know why I did that. That's a bad customer. Anyways, because I thought he dropped it off already. Okay. I ordered a pizza with a side of ranch that I paid for, right? Alicia has these cool little bags that kind of seals it and keeps it hot, but it's like, I don't feel like the ranch is anywhere here. Let's see. And in the app, it does say what the customer ordered. Maybe the ranch is in the box. That's possible. But why would you put ranch in the box? Okay. We're going to do a review. The box is hot, which is nice. I like the bags. I picked up from Alicia's before. Okay. Nothing here. Okay. Now, the question is, do you think there's a side of ranch in this box? Let's look at the receipt here. Okay, it doesn't say anything about that. Okay. So the sticker, if you can read it, it doesn't say anything about, but I definitely ordered that. Okay. The carryout total says $0. Order number has my name on it. Uber, carryout, add mushrooms, add black olive. What do you guys think? I'll read the chat. $10. Yeah, I tipped $10. In the box, using plastic. I'm jealous. Okay. Oh, it's there, but it's hot. What? This is hot. Who wants hot ranch? It's hot. Why would you put it in the box? Wouldn't it be better just to leave it like on top of the box and you can still put that plastic thing on it? And then at least it's not as hot? I don't know. It is what it is. But I got it, so I'm happy with that. For once, I got everything I ordered. This is only the second time that's ever happened. And I've done 16 or 17 orders by now. This is the second time I received everything, and I got it in the allotted. I got it earlier, actually, than they stated. So I'm happy overall. Now let's see how it tastes. I'll give you guys a little reveal. Okay. Sad looking pizza, man. Okay, there's the pizza. Yeah, see it? It's got the little pizza table on top. Now, this is not my favorite pizza joint in St. Louis, but the places I like to get pizza from, they're not open this late. So I can't, it just doesn't work out. But I'm going to give a review here. Let's take the little pizza table off. Do you guys know what this is really for? Anybody? I do. Can anybody in the comments tell me why that is in some pizza boxes? I'll give you guys a minute to talk amongst yourselves. Okay, let's just go ahead and do that. All right, let's see. That pizza looks rough. Cheese burnt. Yeah, it does not have a lot of cheese on it. And it does look a little, I told you guys earlier. Sometimes it depends on who makes it, how long they cook it. This is thin crust pizza, also not my favorite. I like a pan pizza or like the Detroit style pizza from like Jet's Pizza. I'm not a fan of the, all right. And it's not even cut all the way. Look, this is supposed to be two separate pieces, but it's not even cut all the way. Oh wow, look at this. I can pick up the whole pizza. It's not even cut. Look at this. You guys see that? I should not be able to do that, right? Look. What's going on here? Look at this. I got the whole thing in my hand. It hasn't even fallen. Look at that. Not the end of the world. I can go get a pizza cutter and cut it. I can tear it, but still. All right. One bout review. You guys ready? Better than last week's. Better than the Papa John's from 2 weeks ago. It's very dry. Not enough cheese. Slightly overdone, but I don't necessarily mind that. I'd rather have it slightly overdone than underdone. Black olives and mushrooms taste okay. There's a good amount of toppings on it, minus the cheese. There should be more cheese on the edges. All the cheese is in the middle. The crust is trash. Like it's thin crust. This is like what I call, this pizza would be much better if I was drunk and in a bar. This is like bar style pizza. .5 out of 10. 4.5 out of 10. Last week we gave the one pizza a 3. This is 4.5. I paid $32 for this pizza. $32. So that means I don't count these little corners as that's nothing. Look. 1, 2, I just ate 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 13 little pieces of pizza here. So basically $2 for that little, this cost me $2. That's $2. But this is the kind of pizza you get, like, you know. Mike, you're not wrong. So you know what? I have the chats open to anybody. That's why we're getting some spam bots in here, guys. Usually I set it to subscribers only, but this week with the StreamYard, I open it up for everybody to see what we get. So if you have a wrench, please, if you see people spamming, get them out of here. Pull my gig. What up, man? Oh, don't be sorry. I'm not mad at all. I'm giving you guys a review. Let's dip into some ranch and try it. No, doesn't help. Well, this is edible. It doesn't taste bad. It's just not good. 4.5 out of 10. Definitely not worth. Well, I tipped the guy $10, so that's separate. But this on its own, without the tip, is what, $22? Not worth it. What's up, no name? Yeah, true. Look at this one. Look at this one. Hold on. I have never seen someone so sad while eating ranch. I don't mind ranch. I like hot sauce on my pizza. They didn't have that as an option, so I just tried. And I've never tried the ranch, and it's house made. It's not that good either. No, 7-Eleven pizza was not better. Does John want to come on? Hold up. What's going on here? John, I'll send you a link. Hold up. John, I'm going to put a number in real quick if you want to come on. Go ahead and hop on. You can text that number right there. Because we're going to stay on for about another 12 minutes, guys. I like Jet's Pizza. Somebody said Jet's Pizza? Yeah. Let's see. I need some pizza from Jersey, my brother. Yeah, Jersey, I hear, has the best pizza. Some people say Jersey's number 1. New York's 2. Chicago's 3. The other city is that has good pizza is also maybe Pittsburgh. It's out on the East Coast. I like New York style pizza. I like a pizza I can fold in half. Cool. Let me send you a StreamYard, John. We can end the show together, brother. Hold up. Let's have John embark some wisdom on us as I finish eating some of this pizza. Go ahead and hop in, brother. Maybe we'll stay on later. I'm not working tomorrow, so. Seattle underrated? Okay. Pizza table is for grabbing a slice without touching the pizza. Yep. Chicago. Pittsburgh's is trash. Okay. Chicago's like if you're going to eat a Chicago deep dish pizza, that's what Chicago's known for. But if you're in Chicago, there's actually thin crust pizzas in Chicago that are better. Anyways, you have to be willing. It's going to take about an hour to have your pizza baked. And that doesn't even count the time that you might have to wait to get a table. So you're talking, it could be like a 2-hour experience with waiting and then eating. 2 hours at some deep dish joints in Chicago. The good ones. It's a 2-hour experience minimum. But you're going for the experience. And then also, you're basically going to eat probably one pizza. That's it. And it's basically you're eating lasagna. That's how big it is. It's like you're eating a thing of lasagna. Okay? So if you like lasagna, if you like to eat your pizza with a fork, then yeah, you'll like Chicago-style pizza. What up, Garden State? Garden State says, NY pizza is only good in Staten Island. Okay. You guys know me. I love pizza. I have a pizza tattoo, guys. I love pizza. We have a couple good joints in St. Louis, but they're not open this late, so I can't partake. 40-inch pizza. What? That's crazy. Who in the chat's been guilty of eating a whole pizza by themselves? I'm not talking about the frozen pizzas. Those are easy. I'm talking like a 16-inch pizza from. Can you knock one of those down by yourself? I've been known a couple times. I've done it. Okay. Smacking ass, what up? Thin slices are the way to go. Okay. Okay. What restaurants have good? Hold on. What restaurants have good pizza near you, Pedro? Great question. So, the local joint, John, I see you. I'm going to get you in 1 second. John's going to come in and bark some wisdom on us. We'll chat. So, Emo's pizzas are like a St. Louis staple. People like it. It's thin crust. It's not bad. Super expensive for what you get, in my opinion. There's a place called Pie. I don't think it's only St. Louis. Maybe it is. That's pretty good. Dewey's Pizza is good. That's a local. I know Dewey's is local. Cafe Piazza is really good. It's on Arsenal. That's the one I like. They got a really good margarita pizza. The dough is really good. It's all made in-house. Those are a couple of the ones I like. I also like Pizza Head. But theirs is all like vegan and vegetarian, but it's like super good. It's super, super good. And that's like a New York style. You can fold it in half and eat it in 2-3 bites. It's fantastic. So, couple joints. I know I'm missing one that's also really good. I just can't think of it right now. All right. Let's go ahead and get John McKillian in here. Let's see. Is it called Your Pie? No, it's called Pie. Like, and the sign is like the pie, the 313.14, blah, 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 blah. That's the name of the joint. I picked up from the order that I had that was really big, $250 worth of pizza pies, so like a month and a half ago, was from that place. All right, let's bring John in the show. He's got his lovely LA hat on. I love it. Let me see if I can get him in here. What's up, brother?
Yo, what up? What's going on?
Hey, I got a Kobe behind me as well, just like you, but
yeah.
Mine, I don't think you can see it because I don't know, but it's there. So
I've seen it before. It's the one where he's pulling on a jersey, right?
Yeah. I love that one, man. I love that.
Yeah.
One. I love the hat, man. Is that a new style that they're making right now, or has that been out for a while?
No, I just found it on eBay for $20. I think the seller made it himself. It's not a New Era fitted. It's some random brand, but yeah, it's dope. $20 on eBay.
$20. I mean, that's like a $50-$60 hat. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Nice. Is it black or is that blue?
It's black.
Nice.
Yeah, it's black, and then it's adjustable.
Nice.
It's not a New Era brand. It's a random different brand.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's dope though.
No, I like it. I mean, it looks like a New Era, so.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, man? What you got going on?
So last night, I actually had a really cool delivery that I wanted to share with you in the audience. So this actually might be my coolest delivery because I've been doing food delivery since 2018. So I picked up the order. It was from a sushi joint in California called Kabuki Sushi. I don't know if they're national or not, but and then it was a double dash. So her second order was from Baskin Robbins. It was just like a pint of ice cream. Anyway, so I picked it up and I texted her. I'm like, hey, I noticed that you had instructions for me to call you when I get there. Did you want me to hand it to you or you know what? And she said, no, you can just leave it at the door because a lot of drivers, they just leave it in weird places. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. I mean, is her apartment that hard to find? And anyway, I told her that I'm on my way. So while I was driving, she texted me saying, hey, just wanted to say, I appreciate what you and, your other delivery drivers do. You guys are real heroes and, you guys are frontline workers and stuff. And she said that she's a nurse. And crazy enough, last night was her 21st, last night was the anniversary of her being a nurse for 21 years. And I was the one delivering her meal.
Wow.
Yeah, she said she was on call. And she said that her original department was trauma. That's what she's trained in. But ever since the pandemic started, she's been working in an ICU. And she was just saying how like like a lot of the news and politics, they don't know what's going on with the pandemic. She said that a lot of people should be wearing masks because when they don't wear masks, they end up in the hospital. She sees them every day. But yeah, it was just crazy because I was giving her props. I was like, hey, you guys are the real heroes. We're just out here doing food deliveries. But she's like, no, we're just doing our job. You guys are the ones that people are scared to leave their house because of the pandemic. Like they don't want to get sick from COVID or potentially worse. So you guys are putting your health out there at risk and delivering orders. So the respect was just mutual, and
that's awesome.
It was just super cool, just something that I wanted to share because, in reality, I do think that, they're the heroes. We're just out here delivering food. But yeah, just the fact that she had so much respect for delivery drivers coming from someone like her, it was really cool.
That's cool. I think they are, the nurses and doctors and people that work in the medical staff, like we forget that they are we're in the middle of all this, right? Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes those people, obviously, they're working really hard. They're working long hours. They're on their feet. They're dealing with a lot of stuff, right? And sometimes a sushi meal in Baskin Robbins means the world to them because they're looking forward to that. So you are the hero to her because you're out. And if you weren't out to deliver that, she doesn't get to have that great meal to celebrate her 21-year anniversary. Yep. So it's cool. You mentioned that mutual respect that you guys had, that moment you shared.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. I've had something similar, not to that extent, but I've delivered to a lot of hospitals, and they're usually the good ones stand out because they're very appreciative. Mm-hmm. like they're appreciative of us bringing them, a Chipotle or a pizza or some sushi, and because they've had a rough day, and that's what they really want.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly. Man. It was funny because the order that I had before was I think it was an $8 or $9 order, and ended up being no tip. So I was really pissed off. I'm like, damn, I delivered to a non-tipper. And then the order right after was a nurse. So it's crazy, how much different it could be from one order to the next. So you never know who you're delivering to.
Oh, absolutely, man. I call it, it's like riding a wave or like being on a roller coaster ride, like the highs and lows, because you'll have that order that's $8 or $9. It's like, oh my God, I delivered to a non-tipper. Oh, that sucks. And then you get the next one that's paying, that's whatever the amount is. And
I'm going to grab some real quick.
Yeah. That's awesome. Check out the Kobe Bryant. I got Michael Jordan. He's got Kobe Bryant. I got Kobe Bryant over there. That's crazy.
I got your book. All right, right here.
Bro, nice,
with your name on it. Hit me up, and I'll mail it to you.
Can you talk a little bit about that book since you let's talk about that. I know that you've been on the team, and I know I know a little bit about it, but let's explain what that book means to you and why you did it to the people that are watching.
Yeah, absolutely. So the book itself is called The 5 Foundations of Contentment. And the subtitle is Adopt Winning Habits to Create a Successful Daily Routine and Become the Best Version of Yourself. And to sum it up, basically, after I graduated college, I was the guy who had a great degree. I landed a job with a Fortune 500 company. I've been in the corporate world, sales world for 10 years, and I wasn't happy. I was buried in debt. I had a lot of college debt. I had a lot of credit card debt, all that stuff that no average person does. And I wasn't happy. And that's when I got into therapy. I don't like using the words anxiety and depression because I feel like those are loosely used words when you don't know if you have it unless you get diagnosed with it. But there was probably some of that then, and I just did a lot of soul searching. I kind of cut my social life to a minimum, and yeah, I just focused on myself for a couple of years, and I realized that all you need in your life is 5 things, and that's your physical health, your mental health, your financial health, your relational health, and your spiritual health. Those 5 things, as long as you focus on them, and as long as those 5 things are satisfied, then no one can stop you.
That's powerful, man. But let me ask you a question, follow-up question.
Okay.
Those 5 things, I think some people know that those 5 are important, right? And some people might value some of those 5 and they might rank them differently, right? They're going to be individual to everybody, which I think is okay.
Well, they're in no specific order.
Yeah. Where did you get those 5 from? Did that come from you? Did you read or have conversations with other people? How did you figure those 5 were important for you?
It was just coming from my personal experience, and I do a lot of mentoring, especially for younger people or sometimes even older people. And it's just kind of the conclusion that I came to. Sure, you can have, 1 or 2 that might be a little bit different, but it feels like every time it just falls under those 5 categories. With me, I've had, my struggle with I've been, I've lost 50 pounds twice, a couple times. I've gained it back. So that's where the physical health came from. I have a lot of, struggles with, getting in shape and losing weight and all that good stuff, mental health. I don't have any serious illnesses, thankfully, but, I feel like I'm still, average person who struggles with some of their thoughts. Financial health, that one's easy. You got to save money and budget and get out of debt. Relational health, it's just, basically setting boundaries. People who don't treat you with respect, that talks to you, just cut those people out and keep the ones who are really, I don't want to say like real friends and all that stuff, because that one's a lot of people use that loosely, but people who treat you with respect and they put in the effort, they put in time, because one thing to say like, hey, I'm your friend, but it's another thing for them to show it to you. And then last one, spiritual health. That one, it could be religion, it could be not religion related. For me, it was more about taking the weight off my shoulders, because I was the type of person who I have a very big heart. I'm a very kind person. So when someone's struggling, I try to help them out as much as I can. But then I realized that I can't help them if I can't myself first. So it was more about what really changed my life is minimalism. I know you've probably heard about it online, all those YouTubers, but minimizing the sense of your possessions, the people that you have in your life. Basically, just have whatever in your life that brings value to you. And once you know how to filter that out, and once you know how to surround yourself with nothing but value, your quality of life just it grows exponentially.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of that, because I think when I think about my own personal experiences, you talk about like financial things and getting debt and things like that. A lot of us that are probably doing gig work have felt that at some point, I would imagine, right? And then that sometimes can go and lead into maybe not great physical and or even mental health, because you're stressing yourself out, you're stressing your body out. I think it's correlated, right? Then you talk about relations with people, and knowing to surround yourself with people that are going to be kind and not mistreat you, and you have to do that for other people as well. I feel like those 5, they're connected in a lot of ways. But when I think about it, like myself, right, like you mentioned, you're a kind guy. You want to help people. It's part of your makeup, right? But if you're not in a good spot yourself, it's hard for you to do that for others. You said something to that effect, and that really hits with me, because I think I've struggled, and one thing I've struggled with in my life is I used to be a lot more selfish than I am now. Like when I was younger, I was really selfish, would only think of myself a lot, and a lot of times that would allow me to have good personal moments occasionally for myself, to feel good for me, but then it would put more stress on other people around me if you're too selfish. But then I had to figure out how to I need to be happy. I need to make sure I'm okay before I overcommit and try to do too much for other people, because if I'm not taking care of myself, it's going to wind up hurting me in the long run, right? So I've always struggled, John, with trying to be like, I can't be too selfish, but I also have to make sure I'm taking care of myself, because I need to be the best version of Pedro. So the people around me that love and care for me and that I love, I can provide and do and be there for them and be like present in the moment, and things like that. But I've always struggled with I try to be kind, but then if you're too kind, then you're not giving things to yourself. It's tough, man. It's not easy,
Yeah, absolutely. One of the chapters, I think, is the 3rd chapter. It's about setting boundaries. It's really important to put yourself first, but also helping others. But you got to put yourself first. If people want help, it's okay to help them, but don't drop everything that you're doing at the moment to go out and help them. So it's just more of a balance. And you always preach on your channel, bet on you, one day at a time. And I 100% agree with that. It's actually something that there's a common theme in the book. I've actually kind of incorporated in the back of the book. If the camera doesn't pick it up, it's a quote from John C. Maxwell. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. And that's what this book talks about. Take it one day at a time. And your goals are very reachable. You just got to figure out how to do them on a daily basis. So like, let's say, you're trying to save up for a down payment, kind of like you did with gig work.
Yeah.
Put an amount every day, 20, 30 bucks. This is the money that I'm going to set aside in a savings account. And that's the money that I'm going to use for a down payment. Because sometimes, when we have goals, we have really big goals that that sometimes they seem intimidating, because they're just so big, and you keep putting it off, and you're like, eventually sometimes it never gets done, unfortunately. But as long as you kind of take a bite size and do it on a daily basis, you'll get to your goal as long as you stay consistent.
No, I agree, man. The whole like bet on you, set goals one day at a time. To some people, it could be cheesy or corny, or it's like, oh, that's so simple. You know what? Like, if you want to do great things, you have to be simple sometimes. You have to, you can't look at this big goal of, hey, I got this $100,000 in debt, and it's scary. It's scary, right? It is scary for a lot of people. But if you focus on the big number, and you might not achieve what you want to do, but if you break it down and say, okay, what can I do this year? Can I shave off $5,000 of that, $10,000 of that? And you chop away at it a little bit, right? Without compromising other things, then you can achieve that goal or whatever it is. Or if you're saving money for a house or a car, or if you're trying to lose 50 pounds, you can't lose 50 pounds in one day. You got to lose 5 pounds that first week, whatever it is. You have to be consistent and not look at, I think a lot of us, and myself included, we look at where we want to be and what the end result is. And we have that in our mind, and we think like, I want to get there. But the idea is the first part. You have to do something every day to get to that point. And that's where the real work happens. It's each day waking up and doing it, and living that motto and figuring it out and putting money away for savings or whatever it is, or not eating that pizza at midnight because you want to lose 50 pounds. Like, it's the little things you do every day that compound in either a positive or negative way. That's at least what I've learned. And when I was younger, man, like I did so many little things like for myself, and I was, I'll figure it out tomorrow. I would procrastinate. I put things off that were important. And now I'm to the point where like I micromanage, and this might not be for everybody, but it works for me, and it might work for some out there. Like my time management skills gotten really good to where like every half hour of my day is kind of planned out in certain ways so that I can achieve my big goals. And that's how I have to do it. I can't look at like, hey, I want to have this, I want to have that. I have to figure out how do I get there, but I got to chop it up 30 minutes here, hour there. It's a Sunday live stream for 3 hours. I want to get this done. I want to vibe with the community. Then after that, I'm going to maybe check my emails for a little bit, make sure I connect with John tomorrow. Like, all these things are going in my mind, but you have to break it. You got to break it up. Like you're saying, you can't do all of it at once. You have to be patient. You got to have a goal. I think you're speaking some great things, man. And I know I've seen you on other channels, and every time I hear you talk, I'm like, this dude's smart. Like, he knows what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a kind of guy that like, I just rant and ramble, and I over talk, but I like hearing you sometimes, because like you say what needs to be said, but you say it in a very like you choose your words wisely. You know what I'm saying? Like and you're speaking some facts, man. I appreciate that about you.
You know that old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. Where were we where we just talked about that? We were somewhere. Maybe there was somebody.
Maybe at a bar at 3 a.m. Maybe at a bar at 3 a.m. Those drunk conversations.
There too. Hey man, I cannot wait for the copy. I'll connect with you. I'll probably just text you tonight, or you can send it. And if you ever need anything from me, you know where I'm at. I can't wait to read that book. And after I do, if I got questions, we'll definitely talk about it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on your channel, man. Just wanted to say you have an awesome channel.
Appreciate the super chats. I'll definitely pay it forward. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later, bro.
You too. All right, man. Peace.
Big ups for John McKillian, man. Love it, love it, love it. And listen, you know what? It's, we got people out here writing books. I mean, listen, I'm gonna end the live in this way, okay? I talk about this. Bet on you, set goals one day at a time. It's super important to me because I'm living it. I'm breathing it every single day. I think about it every single day. What can I do? What can I do today to reach my end game goal? What can I do? What can I do? And some days are better than others. And one day, maybe I might not accomplish the things I want to have done, or something comes up where I have to hit pause because life happens. But then I always refocus on, all right, what am I working on? What am I working on? And this isn't like monetary. It's not like I want to be a millionaire in a year. Like, that's not what this is about. It's about whatever goal you might have. And we just gave you a few. It could be weight loss. It could be personal, physical health. It could be monetary, paying off debt, buying a house, buying a new car, doing the gig apps to put your kids through school, doing the gig apps to keep the lights on. It doesn't matter what it is, right? But this right here, man, it's a big part of this channel. I know we talk about gig stuff, but for me, that's the backdrop. The main thing is like goal setting and what are you doing? What are you focusing on? Challenging you guys to always think like outside the box in some ways and figuring out ways you can be the best version of yourself. And there's plenty more great people that are way more successful than me that talk about these things as well. But this is who I am. And I learned a lot from them, and I want to pay it forward like John's paying it forward to give you guys what I got going on. And I hope that you guys, and for those of you that have been watching since day one, I think I've been living and breathing that. I feel like I am an example of that. And I show you guys that. I bring you a little bit into my personal life. You know, we bought a house. I had a baby this year. I have had some successes. I've had failures. But I share that with you guys in hopes that you can relate and just understand, hey, you know, I'm just a regular person like y'all. I'm trying to do the same things y'all are. I'm trying to, you know, it's important to me. It just is. And you guys are fantastic. We had a great night tonight. Just to recap, we ordered a pizza. We gave it a 4.5 out of 10. Alicia's Pizza on Gravoy. Just okay. Edible. I'll finish the rest probably tomorrow. Not horrible, but not, excuse me, not great. We talked about worst delivery stories. Excuse me. We had people come in the live chat from coming to the StreamYard. We had a good time. We tested StreamYard out. I started talking too much. I got a tickle in my throat. We had a good time tonight, guys. We did over 3 hours. We talked about no tip, no trip 2.0. We don't deliver the $2, $3 orders. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. If somebody's telling you to do it, they're wrong. And overall, we had a great night. Man, sorry. Tomorrow, I wouldn't. Oh, Lord, we're dying here. Sorry, it's real life. I need some water. Where's my water? Didn't I bring my water down there? Hey, Belly, get out of here. My dogs are down here. Hey, listen, perfect time to end the stream. I got to get some water. I thought I brought it down here. I guess I didn't. Bet on you set goals one day at a time. You guys are fantastic. I will not be working tomorrow. Taking a car into the shop to get some things worked on. There will be a video because I'll be talking about car maintenance, what I've spent the last couple of years, what new drivers could be looking for, how to prepare yourself if something happens. That'll be the video for tomorrow night. You guys are fantastic. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate all the channel members. Appreciate everybody that came in here tonight. See you guys next one.